Lifikile lelo suku bathandi bebhola. Kaizer Chiefs versus Chippa United. Moses Mabhida Stadium. DStv Premium. Kazi kuyoyenzakalani? Kwenzakalani? Bathini abantu? Kushubile. Sibonile abanye izolo. Batrowile. Asazi-ke ukuthi amakhosi wona azoyisebenzisa nale opportunity ukuthi at least baye lapha ku-position 2 because at the moment i-game between i-Richards Bay ne-Maritzburg it's still 0-0. Kuzodinga ukuthi i-Maritzburg ishaye i-Richards Bay and then amakhosi namhlanje ashaye i-Chippa United for them to at least for once in a while claim the number 1 spot. Bathini abantu emakhaya? Baminyile. Kwenzakalani? Asazi. Umuzi athi good luck to my boys abafana bokuthula noxolo. uBlade athi amakhosi ajabulile. Asazi noma njalo nijabulile na namhlanje. Because ngempela hey kuyozwakala. Ngiyalazi udaba nami. Ngiyalazi udaba. Isipuli nje lento. Igame iqala 5:30. So what you can do if you haven't subscribed to the channel, you can start doing so. Subscribe to the channel. Click on the notification button so that every time when you go live, uzokhona nawe ukuthi wazi ukuthi EHL Sport Channel phakathi inside. Ake ngizwe kuma comment, ake ngibone kuma comment ukuthi bathini abantu. Ukuthi bahamba naziphi namhlanje. Izolo sibonile ukuthi hayi eOrlando impela bekushubile. And la ku EHL Sport Channel besiphethe zonke. Besiphethe amabhakabhaka. Siphethe amakhosi abeminyile eminyela ibhakabhaka. Siphethe namasadawanya. Nawo bwaminyile noma beke kavele kodwa kusala bebaminyile. Yaqhubeka lapho Blade uthi don't worry about Maritzburg. Richards Bay will do the job. Asas. Or is it that time where you rely on other teams for you to succeed? Akumelanga kube njalo. Kumele nizenzele madoda, kumele nizenzele. Ake ngithola ababili abathathu ke nje abazoclicka this link. Bangijoyine la e-studio. Yizwe ukuthi ama predictions anahamba kanjani. Nithi ikhosi liyadlula or the Chili Boys bazoyenza njalo. Bayaye bethi ke i-country iyasothiwa, iyafixiwa. So asazi ke ukuthi iChippa izoyifixa na i-country namhlanje. Athi size kuma comment bayangena phela abantu nyababona. uJeffrey Matuba says amakhosi must just make sure that they kill this game as soon as possible. We don't need late surprises. And vele ke Kaizer Chiefs is full of surprises. Whether is it good surprises or not, bonakala masakuphela igame. Because ngoba Nkosi yami nabo abathembisi. uBlade uyaqhubeka futhi uthi yes, you'll be surprised mfana kithi ukuthi I'm with Pirates when I'm not playing. Unamanga ufeva ikhosi izolo uyiminyele kabi izolo. All right. Let's look at the starting lineup because it's out. And then ngizwe ukuthi nijabulile na nge-starting lineup or not. Nasi sime kanje. Kaizer Chiefs are using a 4-2-3-1 with Peterson on the goals. Frosler, Edmondson, Gezana, Hlathi, Blom, Mart. PM emnyama. Mr Patrick mfana shama penalty amathatha. Abanye sibabona izolo bayitholile penalty bekhala bathi penalty FC banikwe penalty. Kwadolo lo. Asazi ukuthi namhlanje ayawazayina ama-penalty. Utoli ukhona lapha in the middle of the park in front of his striker. Udupris Sahota ukhona. And then the same thing applies to Chippa United. They are applying a 4-2-3-1. Utukazapu on the goals, Umtunyelo on the right, Matiane, Peterse, no R. Eshsa, ilifundwa njani le gama. Fumbenzai, something like that. Uluthulu, Umkhize, Umontros, Umamen, Nolibitso, bese phambili baphethe bani Kapindu. So here's it-ke bakhosi nali bathandi beChippa United. Nalaba abanye abaminyile ngiyazi ukuthi bakhona amabhakabhaka kanye namasadawana. Here's the starting lineup. Ake sizweke ukuthi nithini emakhaya. Are you happy with the starting lineup or you not? If you are, let's see on the comments. Ukuthi nithini makhosi, nithini lapha emakhaya. Dennis, I want to see my striker today. Who's your striker, Dennis? Obvious, UPM Mnyam. SARS. Don't forget to go to game it color of 5:30. So immediately when it consumes, straight Moses Mapida. I hope ukuthi igcwele. Siyazi ukuthi amakhosi ayigcwalisa stadium whether they are playing away or not. It's just the same. Ake ngithola ababili abathathu abazongena before we cross to a live game. So before game iqala, I just want to remind you guys ukuthi sometimes you'll have issues with the glitches and buffering of the live stream. So what you need to do is just to go to your settings and choose the most suitable resolution. It can be 1080p if you have strong Wi-Fi, or you can go for a 720p. You can go for a 480p. So that's buffering. Because on my side, I use the highest. But today, I want to try something out. I want to stream with the 720 and see ukuthi izokhona no accommodate abanye abantu lapha. And then I will ask you guys to give me feedback ukuthi how's the quality of the 720p. If it's not working, I'm going to go back to the most highest, which is 1080p. That's how we're going to do it today. So ngabe nje busy ni share banga-subscribe busy ba-subscribe because you guys are the full subscribe angazi ukuthi why. And akukhosti next. Sibonge bonke laba basijoyinile namhlanje abaqalayo nabangaqali. Cela nje ukuthi nenze njalo. Subscribe to our channel at EHLSportChannel. Click on the notification button so that every time when you go live, you get the notification. Good. EHLSportChannel is in the area. We are also on Facebook. So please like, follow, and share our page at EHLSportChannel. So again, is lapho kuma comment ke samela bazongena using this link. You've seen the starting lineup. What are your thoughts with the starting lineup? Here's the link for those who want to join me here in studio. We still have plenty of time before we kick off. So relax out. Thole yana we 6-pack efridge nebanda mpo. Hlale lapha esofeni ku-couch. Makuthi usemsebenzini, hlale lapho la usebenzela khona, urelax. Ulindele i-game because it promises to be an exciting game. Bawukuthi-ke awaphuzi amanzi amponjwana kulula nje. Thola amanzi abandayo plus kuyashisa la ngaphandle. Or uthole ikholi. uzokhona ukurelaxa kahle today. Ugereta athi ukuthula noxolo shapa khosi. Kennedy phakamisa love and peace. Kusho ukuthi uhamba namakhosi. Uhamba namakhosi, uhamba namakhosi. I'm still waiting for you guys ukuthi ningijoin here on studio. It's simple. You click on this link, you follow the prompts, you just write your name, and then you connect your mic, whether a microphone from your phone or you're using a headset, and then you connect the camera yakho. Nangoku uKennedy uqalile uBlade uthi noma uthenga imbamba yakho imbamba ibulala abantwana le elokhuzaneni bathi kuphi enyobeni yabulala abantwana imbamba, so please idlalele kude nembamba. Thina sishayela ama energy drink. Abangena abantu ene ungabi nomona mase ungenile, if uyacala ungena ku EHL Sport Channel, make sure that you subscribe, you also share, you invite abanye abantu batshele ukuthi hey kulenye channel la yenza mawazawaza, yenza mawazawaza. I'm waiting on you guys ke. And score lapha ku Maritzburg ne Richards Bay at 84 minutes, it's still 0-0. So Chiefs stand a good chance today ukuthi ba at least claim the number second position. Niki Ramarumo athi ikhosi hamba nekhosi. Klabantu abasalokhe in about 32, please make sure that you share, you invite your friends, tell your friends to invite their friends ukuthi hey na EHL Sport Channel la isilethela umdlalo omnandi kakhulu namhlanje. I know you guys are watching us from different parts of the world, I can say so, because we also have people from Greece, we have people from le phezulu eAfrica nakuwo wonke ama-province wala eMzansi. So nginimele nje sirelaxile. Sibona ukuthi kokhala bani namhlanje. Niyazi-ke nani bakudlala i-team enkulu ukuthi hayi umhlaba wonke uyaminya. So biza abangani bakho bazokuminyisa nawe. Ungaminyi uyi-one. Ngoba you know ukuthi it's Chiefs versus South Africa. So mema-ke lapho ama-numbers awakhulu ngiyabona yakhuphuka kancane to 38. Life with Chamber says sharp bakhosi, I see a 3-1. Funa uphinde 3-1 futhi. Ngani ngama-penalty? Antopi next namhlanje. Nazo we've got to move bano. Moderedi from all the way eBotswana. Athi uhamba nekhosi, ikhosi liyashisa. Uyabona ke ngena abantu from outside la eMzansi abahamba nekhosi. So wena uhlaleleni ke unga-invite. Babize bonke. Bazobona ukuthi senzani. Ngisalindile nje abayi-1 nor abayi-2 engizo-interacta nabo la e-studio, or maybe niminye ngaleyo ndlela ukuthi nisaba nokupredict iscore. Phelele namakhosi ngiyanazi, niyayazi nani ithimini ayithembisi la sowuthi khona hayi impela siyavena hawu bu bakwenza badume ngawo. We are 15 minutes away from the kickoff. So nje nalabo ababuya emsebenzini isikhathi sabavumele. Musanda says, wishing my team a good victory. Yes, you are right. It's Kaizer Chiefs against the rest. Watching from Evenda. Yenda. Uyabona ke sifika naphansi Evenda. Sithemba ukuthi Evenda na subscribe. Ngoba la eJozi sebasubscribile bonke. Bonke labantu lapha phakathi basubscribile. Ungaka subscribe angazi ukuthi ulindeni. Uyabuza uBlade athi kugcwele ichipha yila endlini. Hey kubukeka kanjani impela hey ngoba nayi nemiyana phezulu ayiveli. Kanti kube kugcwele ikhosi kabubona ngemini kanje. Kusho ukuthi kugcwele ichipha ke namhlanje. And izolo we had the most viewers from Blue Game Pirates. So I'm hoping ukuthi Chiefs won't disappoint me. Because izolo we were having about 400 viewers. Normally we get about 6K, 8K. So angazi namhlanje kwezenjani. Esa no Maxwell yakhala uthi we are on load shedding. The electricity just came on. Emele eMpumalanga phansi le. Ngithanda kabi eMpumalanga. Bathe Venda phansi izweni lika Eric Matoho no vice wakhe uvuma. Stanley says, where is Kama? We want to see him rather than to praise who's out on form. We know that he's going to supply camp. Well, the good news is Kama Pilas Ukona is on the bench. Here is the substitutes. Kunozita, Kwinika, Sethemba Stebe, Ukama Pilia, Chico Singpile Ngobo, Alexander Cole, Dylan Solomons, George Matlow, Samgelo Zwana. Here's the player that I'm looking forward to see with Chiefs. Samgelo Zwana. He needs to come in and command that middle field. The boy is very good. And we also have Bruce on the bench. So kushubile impela kushubile. Andy says hayi amakhosi ayasaba ukuvela kuqala before results. Ngiyabazi vele. Ngiyabazi basaba kabi ukuvela. Nokukhomenta bafuna ukukhomenta iChiefs mase korile. Kusho ukuthi team yakho awuyithembi ke mawunjalo. Ngaphandle ke phela makuthi ugcwele amabhakabhaka namhlanje because nayizolo bekugcwele ikhosi emidlalo ebhakabhaka. So kungenzeka kukabili. Thina Shenyoni says nali ibhakaniya lizobuka nje kuphela. Sibonge ibhakabhaka. Ngabe ukuthi uzominya ke ubuke nje impela nje kube kubuka nje kuphela ungaminyi. Ngiyadlala bhakabhaka baminyele because nawe bebakuminyela izolo. Uzugeje phela athi nje wabe bekuminyela izolo. Bebekuminyela impela izolo. So nawe kumele uminye namhlanje. And nabathuke kanje ukusho ukuthi hayi namhlanje phela nizodliwa. Ngiyababona abathukile impela. Bayatatazela. Okay, let's see ukuthi kwenzakalani le phansi eMoses Mabhida. Sibona ukuthi sebekhona yini abafana.
Still Rowan Newman. Control. Close down. Mapate with a great block. Control with the turn. Travis Graham.
ubheka bakubo Mbhele athi brawa kumele sivume ukuthi i-team yethu isimo sezulu. Hayi yona iyashintsha vele iqinisile impela. Eyabandi yashisa. Angeke nje impela ubheje ngayo. Blade uthi ukuthi thina Shimbele simbuyise ekhaya na Juren. Hawu kwathi indodana yolahleko yini Nkosi yami. Indodana yolahleko yahamba ngenkathi kusase dry. Kodwa ngeke ngikusole phela i7 years ayidlala ungadobhi next. Ungaze ubaleke impela na Chinashe. Namhlanje impela abantu bayasaba impela ukungena. Awuthi ngishare futhi le link. Bayasaba impela namhlanje ukungena. Ufuna just a score prediction afuna into eziningi. And mawungena la you are more than free to use your own language, any official language. Njoba ngalampela ngikhuluma sekhaya impela le phansi eNatali ke mfowethu ke mnambethi. Phansi 150 ezakhela. Angizaye ngathi bangisuka ekhaya bese ngibona ngathi ke so now uvumelekile mfowethu. Uthina shuthi awungeke Blade mfowethu ngeke angibuyi athi angibuyi. Hey akuyanyiwa bhuti ungaze ubuyela induku. Kodwa ngoba iyakhala induku nalawo khona ke. Ngcono ukuthi ubalekelele kumasadawana. Nabo la kodwa sebabhizi banomlomo omkhulu bashaya nje ama-chef nama-carpenter. I-team yefamily bebedlala izolo. La kudlala khona omzala nokhazini nomalume nomshana. Unokwanda ngubani athi sekuyiyo leyo ndaba athi siyabonga bafu. Bonga mina nokwanda uyalazi udaba. Athi Ezile how to join you live. It's simple wena lokhuzana. Nansi i-link othi ngiphinde ngishare yona la ku-comment uzoyithola futhi kwamanje. Sengishareile. Yile. All you need to do is you click leyo link leyo and then leyo link izokudirecta straight ngila ngikhona. Into ezoyicela nje kuyizofuna ukuthi uregister igama and ukuregister kusho ukuthi kufuneka imali. Just ukubhala igama lakho ukuthi sibone ukuthi okhulumayo uSmash Lecoq or ulokhuzana okhulumayo uEzile. Bese uconnecta i-device yakho. If you are connecting to us using iphone, you just connect izokubuza ukuthi allow to connect microphone, then you say yes. Then allow to connect i-video, you say yes. Then ikufaka phakathi inside. Bakhumbuze phela Blade. Abafundi abantu ngithi ukusubscribe angazi yini inkinga. Nginosenzo on the background but akaconnectanga i-device yakhe. Senzo if uyangiza la khona make sure ukuthi you select the option of connector i-mic as well as i-camera so that ngizokhona ukuku-add la because uma ngingaconnectanga so angikhona ukuku-add. Kunjalo nje bhuti wami. Ngiyakubona impela ukhona la e-studio kodwa manje awuconnectanga into yakho yokukhuluma le camera yakho. Nangoku Ezile uyabona uEzile kusho lesikhona bekaslem bamba fast.
Wona
Ezile
abasho kuthi
ngiyaphila bhuti wami unjani wena?
nani kanjalo ugesi
Wakhulumela phansi ukwenze njani?
kanjalo ugesi ngabayi
Shaya load shedding. Ukuphi le ndawo?
eGauteng la khona nabathi i-Niger eseduze nase-Durban.
Ngikuzwa ngempela ke yazi. Nguzwa kancane.
Heidelberg.
Heidelberg.
Yeah.
Okay. Uhamba naziphi?
Amakhosi.
Mawuthini uthi amakhosi ezinjani namhlanje?
Easy le game, easy khona. Easy win le.
Nizowina kodwa akuthembisi.
Hayi, easy win.
Uthi izowina kodwa awukho confident.
Hayi, very confident. Very confident.
Uyabona baliyangena ikhosi emabhida. Uyabona neweather yakhona nje ngathi chilled. Uyangithola ifuna urelax, ufake induni emanzini, ufake nama-ice uthi nje shh, relax, ubopha uphondo. Ungaminyi kakhulu.
Uzokhala.
Uyangithola. uMathini ngiyambona on the background uthi yakhala induku angeke Mathini. Mathini
Vele Buddha.
great bra ka rintshangi bo.
Mona ke a sokola ma ke tla ba sharp.
U tla ba sharp waziva.
Man Pirates ya sokola.
It's just one of those games man ukuthi eish.
Yeah, mara ba batla ba bua too much, ba bua too much.
Mankosi.
Ba bua too much di mense bana. Yo.
Waziba etsala Nkosi ayibuyi too much ke batho ba etsang Chiefs buyi too much because everyone is against Chiefs. We all know ukuthi a penalty is part of the game, but when it's given to Chiefs a clear penalty. Hey, Mr. Ref, brown envelope. You get a penalty yesterday, you missed it. Then who do you blame? Kaizer Chiefs again.
No, check. Again, they are coming from the bottom half, ne? And they went up. And Abafetsa ban jump again. So you're talking too much. You are taking the league. Yes, you can see this is a marathon. We are coming from behind and we are taking the league. Ufuna bashawe la bathule kancane.
Ufuna ukuthi country, ufuna ufix country namhlanje.
Yes, I believe. Nasa Spani la khona uSpana.
Mara kodwa phela you must just let them be happy because I mean it's been a while. I mean these guys have been struggling for so long. I mean 7 years, 7 years drought. Ukuyabona umuntu vele bengasatholi ukuthi hey inhliziyo ulaka loba phezulu.
Bake nizoba solvela mina self nge29.
Ungayisusi inkulumo, ungazisusi inkulumo ngoba nge29 uzokhala.
Never. Ngizobe zikhona uzobona.
Uzokhala ngiyakutshela, uzokhala.
Awuthi sibabone ke uyabona siyababonisa.
All right. But your prediction for today, I know ukuthi vele ubaminyela prediction yakhe ithini Fanda?
Hayi 1-0 kuphela, 1-0.
Bazoshaya ngo-1-0 shela.
Yeah, bazoshaya 1-0 then izoba the early goal then ihambe isikhathi eside so.
Ke ngizokubamba nge half time ne. Ngibona ukuthi ama predictions wakhe asahamba ngendlela yini. Ngiphinde ngikubambe futhi nangilokhuzana.
Hayi khona.
Last time. And ngicabanga ukwenza i-competition yazi ukuthi anyone who's going to predict the man of the match. Yeah, ngicela uzo predict a man of the match today. Kube ukuthi ngempela makuyiyona I will give out let me see 50 rand airtime. Any network.
Okay. So
you can start voting for your man of the match. I think probably around the 60th minute. Unless who's Chippa when ufuna ukuyisho before. But I think by 60th minute.
Yeah, I'm not man of the match. Ngathi ngilo mntwana le we Chiefs lo bathu ba noSkhopho bani. Yazamanyana yamona. Yeah.
Mari ayisodlala. You can't play. You can't
sizobona manje. Yeah.
All right, Mathini.
We'll see.
Thank you ngiyabonga ne.
Shapula koko.
Hola. So. All right, let's do this ne. All right. So here's the competition. Please predict your man of the match for today and stand a chance to win 50 rand airtime. Any network. So if you choose the man of the match, go by your
Perfect playing conditions, really. And on a nice big pitch here at Moses Mabhida. The Chiefs will be back here, of course, next weekend for the MTN8, the second leg of the semi-final against AmaZulu. They've got TS Galaxy at home in Johannesburg in midweek. Chippa United against Sekhukhune is being played at Chatsworth on Tuesday night. A match that should be played in the Eastern Cape, but they've got some stadium problems down there. So let's see what the men in white can do. That was a big win that they had over Orlando Pirates a couple of weeks ago. Be a lot of confidence, I fancy, in the Chippa lineup coming into a game like this.
Yeah, I think any opportunity against Kaizer Chiefs, all clubs really are self-motivated. They don't need any more encouragement over that. But I think Coach Morgan, coming in as a head coach this evening, will really want those maximum points.
When his appointment was originally announced, Morgan Mamila, you remember him as a manager first with Baroka. He was appointed co-coach along with Sia Bulela Gwambi, who's already had that caretaker role once before for Chippa United. But today's team sheet very clearly says Morgan Mamila head coach. So there's been no real announcement from the club in the last 29 days without football. But very clear now that Gwambi is back to assistant and Mamila is the head coach. In the record books, we'll have 2 games where they work together, and this Morgan's official debut. Big game, Kaizer Chiefs.
Climbing the ladder very steadily.
It's been very rapid. But there's those administrators who might have ambitions to coach, taking a steer from a man who's obviously followed his ambitions and has got here to the edge of the pitch at Moses Mabhida. Now what's his team going to do? Strong header away from Matiani. It was over the top of the big Burundian. Not looking to get the shot in. He certainly was full of long-range shooting in the last game against Stellenbosch. Flag was up from the linesman, but it seems the referee's allowed play to continue. Bit of pressure on Franti. There'll be a chance for Peterson to get into touch here. Gordon with his usual position ahead of the back four, providing some muscle in there. Gazala now with the long ball. Well, the goalkeeper, Kapuza, is already flirting with danger in these early stages.
Kaizer were just not really convincing with that clearance and really forcing it out and just really trying to clear his lines. But the likes of Mark really lurking in those positions where you want to get him on the second ball and unleash a powerful shot.
Mark was sent off the last time Kaizer Chiefs played at this venue as a home game, a match against Richards Bay in August, which they won. And his return from suspension certainly has enlivened the side. Marman trying to find it out wide. Fanti gets the ball, and now Dolly and Sepota. Interesting little cross from him. Even Yamana, the big Burundian, is the obvious target man today. Nice little record he set last weekend. 3 penalties for a unique hat-trick. Never happened before in South African football, a hat-trick of penalties.
And I think just converting 3 successive penalties without the goalkeeper really getting a hand on either. So I think a really great confidence for him.
Not the first time though we've had 3 penalties in a local game. I remember Victor Gomez in, I think it was Sundowns Ajax, 2014, 2015, 5 penalties in the game. Ajax put their 2 away. Sundowns got 1 out of the 3. Even Imana is now leading goal scorer along with Peter Shalolile in the DStv Premiership goal scoring stakes. A chance, of course, to go ahead of him because Sundowns not involved in league action this weekend. They won yesterday in the Champions League. Fumbitsai on this left-hand side, the Zimbabwean international, Matiani. This is the first real attack from Chippa, a little cross from Latuli. And they get their first set-piece opportunity. That's on 5 and it's gone. Itsu Kune and Tao Matoho amongst those in the stands. Both are back from injury, we are told, but just being brought along slowly and without risking anything. Kune with that groin injury against Stellenbosch in the last game. Matoho has been out with a knee problem for the last couple of matches. So, first set piece. Let's see what Chippa can do. Dealt with by Frosler at the near post. Another chance for Marman, another corner. First one a little bit on the shallow side. Let's see what he can do with the second one. So 5 people in there. Frosler again first to the ball. And Sefota. Go fairly comfortably. One centre back for Chippa is 33 years old. The other one will be 34 later this month. So there's no shortage of experience at the back there. This is Matiani.
Yeah, Matiani is a seasoned campaigner in the league. Sporting for Golden Arrows as well. And I think just him coming in that heart of defense will be very interesting with his experience.
Supporter with a cross. Here's Dupria. First touch back into the middle. That's Roscoe Peterson, who sticks his head in bravely there. Pressure building on Dupria to get a goal now. He's had that one against his old club Stellenbosch in the quarter-final of the MTN8. One in the league as well, but fair number of chances in the last couple of matches, which he hasn't taken. This will be Chiefs' first corner.
Chiefs' first corner indeed, and only in these opening stages of the game you can already see the intent of Kaizer Chiefs really trying to get those crosses in. That's Subsequent haven't really gone on one-on-ones, but really trying to locate Caleb with those crosses. But it's just the accuracy now that's lacking from Kaizer Chiefs.
Moved men forward here as well. Fanti on top of the goalkeeper. Sekota. I presume the warning there is do not impede the goalkeeper. Now Frosler towards the back post. Neatly done. And then the clearance from Chippa from Lebitso. Here they come. Marman. Good cross here, intended for Latuli, but well dealt with by Dolly. Mark looking for some options. This is Emilson. Mozambique really has settled in since signing. Free transfer, of course, he was let go by Cape Town City in January already. Went back to Mozambique and played a little bit in the league there. Peterson. Kiza having a look at some options. Former Mamelodi Sundowns prodigy. Patience about Chippa. Morgan Mamela was talking about taking the game to them.
I was a bit worried when he said that, because I thought then Chippa will have to be a bit more tactically disciplined in the structure, because Kaizer Chiefs are equally as organized.
Nice ball here to Lutuli. Gets the challenge. A belated one from Mart. In his defense, I think haven't been down there onto the pitch for the last hour or so before kickoff, but with this weather overhead, it's got to be an element of damp around the place and a bit of a slip, or an exaggerated slip as he slides in here. But certainly caught him late.
Totally misses the ball. Just really Lutuli also just looking for it, and that's what you can expect from Lutuli, just drifting from that midfield, supported by Mkhize, of course, and this is the kind of areas that you want to see Chippa really exercising the aggression up front.
So Lutuli to take it. Started his career at Amatux, probably best known from his time with Bloem Celtic. Peterson organising the defence. We'll be hoping for a good performance there to try and keep Kune out of the team with the MTN8 semi-final lurking. Decoys, and then a very strongly executed free kick, so good opportunity gone there. They've had a few set pieces now with the two corners on the far side.
Improvements though from Kaizer Chiefs, whom I've also been quite worried just the way in which they organize themselves where set pieces are concerned. They've managed to clear all three, and I think that's major improvements, and you can see that these are some of the things that they've been working on.
Storming down here at Chippa United again now. Looking towards the byline. There's Mkhize coming off with some support was Matrus. He's wearing jersey 10. This is Fumbidza on the left-hand side. Touch from Dupria. We'll find Mkhize at the heart of the work in the midfield for Chippa. Matrus looking as well for opportunity. From Bindu now, the new Namibian signing. Off 20 and throw it. Well, still building up here. There's quite a lot of late arrivals. I think maybe people were a little worried about the weather. Decent support here for Kaizer Chiefs. Always been a decent crowd in Durban. There'll be a lot more, I fancy, next weekend. To the byline, but a little too strong. Nice idea from Lebitso. This is his 4th season at Chippa now. Still to score a goal for the club. Well, this would be the perfect stage, wouldn't it? Kaizer Chiefs away. Easy. Madman. Nicely done by Mkhize, and Madman strikes that against March. Finds Fumbidza in the end. Tuli also joining in. Well, they said they wanted to boss possession, Chippa United. They're certainly doing that at the moment. So progress is perhaps a little slow, but the ball is with the men in white.
They're holding on much to the ball possession, really rotating the ball very well, waiting for a teammate to open up and be free to get that pass. But of course, like you say, the intensity, the pass, the weight of the pass as well, they need to speed it up to finally get into the final third where they can actually hurt Kaizer Chiefs.
Well, Chiefs putting a little pressure on them now. The throw in is for Chippa down that right-hand side. Great to see Sifiso Franti continuing his comeback. This is the 9th successive game for him now since his first match back, which was the MTN8 quarterfinal against Stellenbosch. He played all 2 hours of that match. Of course, it went to extra time and penalties. You would have thought that after a 9-month absence with Achilles tendon, he would have played about 60 minutes or so and then be taken off for a rest. He showed incredible fitness. He is a real athlete, this man. A little kick there, I think, on Dupree. So there's the possession stats. Well, that's no surprise, but Brandon Peterson has not been tested yet. More than double the number of passes the Chiefs have had for Chippa, 120 already. Now Dupree, opportunity for Kaiser Chiefs, left-footed efforts. Straight at Fumbedzai, plays it to the goalkeeper. His clearance finds Frosler. Now Matruss and Madman for the first touch. Let's check the ball. He's looking for a goal, Ashley Dupree.
He's desperately in need just to really get that much crucial goal to give him the confidence as well. And I think there's just been that diagonal pass that they've been looking for. The likes of Kanti locating Dupree twice already. And I think that's the conversation in Kaiser Chiefs to really catch the opposition unawares. But it's important for Dupree to get that good first touch, but also to be, I think, quite decisive in that final third.
We would have preferred as well to have it on the right rather than the left, but Matriani dealt with it fairly comfortably. Madman's been full of running for Chippa and found a lot of spaces. Only his second start for the club in his latest loan spell. Now Tuli with Fumbedzai, they both played at Celtic together. Matiani, now there's a bit of space. Dolly. That's good tracking back from Kabindu, the big striker. Them under pressure. Chiefs do well to get themselves out of the press, and let's see what Sekota can do. The left-hand side, of course, very exciting for Kaiser Chiefs with their turn of Klanti and with the form that Sekota has shown this season. Last campaign, he was a perennial substitute coming off the bench. Never really got the minutes that he needed, perhaps, to show us his capabilities. But we're seeing a whole lot more of him in this season.
I think to complement that, a player like Keegan Dolly as well, left footer, just really balances that left side of the park, and I think it gives Kaiser Chiefs a bit more options moving forward. But of course, now it's just to really strengthen those combinations.
Good work from Matruss to keep it in play. Now he's taking on Frosler. Excellent defending. Frosler keeping Dylan Solomons out of the team since he's returned from injury. Solomons has certainly proven a strong workhorse, but Frosler just that extra bit of quality. The head coach, and just ahead of him there is Siabulela Gwambi. He's worked with several coaches in his time at Chippa. Now, a mistake at the back. Can Marman take the opportunity? Left-footed effort doesn't have the power to trouble Peterson. We've seen a few of those moments this season from Kaiser Chiefs. Sloppy.
Yep, very sloppy. I thought just wanted to play its first touch, but it just really didn't carry the weight of the pass, wasn't as strong, and Coach Atazana just really not impressed with that.
Not seen much of the ball yet, the Burundian, B-Man Nimana, and now it's taken away. That's going to be another corner. Well, this is a Chippa United side who said they were coming to play and are living up to their promise.
They're certainly dictating terms in these opening stages of the half, really with no panic, none whatsoever, just really trying to control the game. But of course, I think a goal is much needed in this encounter.
3 wins in 9 league games, Chippa. They start today in 11th position. Kaizer Chiefs are right up at 5th. Of course, the Chiefs win this one, which is the last league game of the weekend. They will be top of the DSTV Premiership, albeit with 2 more matches played than Mamelodi Sundowns. That must be something of a spur for their players, considering where they were sitting in the league log 6 weeks or so ago, right down near the bottom. Roscoe Peterson with a little flick across, cleared away by Bimen Yamada. Burundi gets a round of applause for his defensive work as well. We know he can score penalties. We've seen him score 2 goals in open play as well. And he's doing a good shift at the back here too.
Yeah, does really well with the first challenge, gets that aerial duel. Then he follows play, and I think this is great of him to really follow play up until the end, and he gets perfectly executed, perfectly timed tackle.
Tough ask to win the heart of the supporters. He's making a good effort over the last couple of matches to endear himself to the fans. This is Mkize again. Fumbidzai. Kabindu. Namibian international striker Kabindu on the right-hand side there with a tattoo on the arm. He was playing in Mozambique last season for Costa do Sol. Now Dolly. Sekota to his left. This might be promising for Kaizer Chiefs. Runs out of turf on that far side.
Sekota really hasn't been himself in this opening half. Just hasn't really been convincing in terms of the final pass, the final delivery, his turns as well. The 1v1, I think Umpinyelo has won every single one of those duels, and I think it's just more to support Sekota to get into the game.
Just marked now. In case you missed it earlier, Richards Bay and Maritzburg, they were also playing here in Durban this afternoon. Goalless draw at Umlazi. So Richards Bay level with Sundowns now on 19 points. Kaizer Chiefs on 17 with an opportunity to go top. Richards Bay throwing away their chance perhaps of taking over the top of the table. We're already 1/3 through the DSTV Premiership. It goes by so quickly. It's a busy October with the World Cup looming, and then everyone is on hiatus in front of the Supersport screens, watching the world's best players. Golly offside against the Twins. They go for it anyway. We'll get a little talking to here from the referee. You remember the days when they gave yellows for kicking the ball away after the referee's whistle?
I remember those days very well, but Caleb once again exercises his defensive abilities here, really dispossessing Mkize in that midfield. And characteristic of Mkize, if you lose the ball in those kinds of areas against Kaizer Chiefs, you're bound to be punished.
But by the way, the first offside of this match so far. Gazana against Stellenbosch in his last outing. He came in for the suspended Kunika. A quick turnaround for these sides. Chippa are staying here in Durban because they've got a game here on Tuesday, and then Chiefs making the trip back home to play TS Galaxy on Wednesday at Soccer City, and then coming straight back for the MTN8. So there's no let up for these players. The derby the week thereafter. Bindu and Edmilson.
So sorry to interrupt, guys. I'm getting some feedback here, so I don't understand what's happening. Is there a problem with the quality of the stream? Because what I did today, I actually chose the lowest resolution, which is 720p. Should I go back to the 1080p? Because some other people don't have a problem, so I don't understand. Can I just go back to the 1080p and then see what's happening? And at the same time, please do check your settings. If you choose the highest resolution and you don't have a quality Wi-Fi, you're gonna have a problem. It's sluggish. But if you choose the lowest, it's over sharp. Because now which is which. So should I choose the 1080p and see if it's different?
It's actually quite interesting to see a Kaizer Chiefs that is not even implementing a high press because you just really want a Kaizer Chiefs to be aggressive in front of goal, and maybe because they're playing at home, dictate terms a bit, take the game to Chippa, but Chippa are really on cruise control at the moment.
It's a game that just needs a bit of a spark at the moment. Yeah. You can see it's certainly being livened up a bit if there's a bit of goal mouth action or a bit of a scare, maybe a goal.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna try the 1080p and see. You see, I was using the 720, so I'm gonna go to the highest. And then if I choose the highest, make sure that you have equality Wi-Fi, and then you choose whatever resolution that is best suitable for you. Let me do this. So I'm back on 1080p. You can all see. I've chosen the highest. So according to your Wi-Fi, please adjust accordingly, because some people don't have a problem, some do have a problem. So problem, because on my side everything is fine. So let me just stick to 1080p, and then if it's not working for you, then
The season before that, he had an absolutely horrid campaign with Stellenbosch as they struggled to avoid relegation, but made a lot of the chances that he didn't convert. The talent was always visible. Stellenbosch versus Supersport United on Tuesday is live on the World of Champions. Put that in your diary. Wilson under pressure. Originally a left back, of course, but he's not going to get a chance with Atlanti, that's for sure. Here's Dupree, Mart. Dupree again. Nicely done by Marmon. He really has impressed in his early stages. Now Dupree finds Sekhotta out wide. Was there handball there? There's an appeal from Sekhotta and nobody else really. Own Chiefs. Well, Sekhotta is telling the referee there was a handball. Oh, Kaizer Chiefs will get the corner.
All right, I'm getting thumbs up. Push could say right again.
What do you think?
I think it just hits the shoulder.
I agree with you.
Close call indeed, but it's not convincing enough. It hits the shoulder.
And even if it did hit the hand, I mean, it was literally 30, 40 centimeters away. It's too close. The delivery from Dolly and a good catch from Kazapur, Namibia's #1 these days, has taken over from Virgil Fries in the national side. Matruss. Double win for Chiefs last season over Chippa United in the league. 4-0 at home and 3-1 away is fairly convincing. Fungidzai. Oscar Peterson was a member of the original Chippa side when they first came up to the top flight. Kamindu, that decision go against him. Gazana. Top of the heels, I think.
Yeah, it just clips him from the heels, but great idea, I think, from Peterson, really trying to lob the ball over for the tall striker there, Kambindu. And this is one of those interesting key battles this evening where you get to see Gizana being tested physically as well. But I guess in this instance, he wins this one.
Well, Dylan Kerr's in the house today. Swallows coach, worked at Morocco as well, with Black Leopards. And TTM. And the FA Cup, of course, with them. Here's Sekota. Chance here, surely! Oh, there's the power from Keegan Dolly. That was a great opportunity.
Big opportunity for Keegan Dolly. And I think once again we get to see what happens if it is that Dupria and Sekota change those flags just to really try out new things. You can get those cutbacks. I think this is the first time Sekota really getting involved in the action.
Dolly will be disappointed he didn't wrap the laces completely around that. There's Marmon. One change in the Chippa side from their last game against Marino Gallants. So, a little shy on the goal attempts. Maybe something might come here. Peterson out quickly. Now, Keegan Dolly with the Chiefs' first attempt. This was both a goal attempt #1 and shot on target #1.
Perfect cutback using his right foot, weaker foot, but really locates Keegan Dolly. And I think here Keegan Dolly as well could have just wrapped it and given it a bit of power, but he himself on the weaker foot.
Yes.
Doesn't really get the execution right.
That left with Dolly's is so much sweeter, of course. We've seen some stunning goals from him with the left. Now Dupria looking for Dolly, who's timing his runs into the box well. Up to Madman. The ball is falling for Chippa. This is a quick counter. This is a great chance for Matruss. It's a tight angle. In the end, Blom's under a bit of pressure, but he comes away with it. And they're showing their potential on the counter. Now onside, Dimenyimana. Sekota. There's Dupria, and Sekota will go for goal himself. And that time on the left foot, but well off target.
I think a great run there from Caleb, who really tries to move off position to free himself to get the ball, but the combination once again with Sekota this time around chooses to cut inside to bring it to his stronger foot, but yet again it's just that execution that lets him down.
Around about 10 minutes now left in this first half. So getting a little more interesting. There's been a couple of opportunities now for Kaiser Chiefs. A nice breakaway from Chippa as well. They're both showing their potential. Certainly not going to be that 4-0 that Kaiser Chiefs had at home in the last home meeting against Chippa, although I shouldn't jinx it. Here is Peterson, straight down the middle for Frosler. Truss holds his ground. We will have a goal kick for the home side. Chiefs has one more match in Durban, one more home match, I should say, which they're planned for January. Everyone's back from all the World Cup. Given away. Kize. Fumbadzai. Kamendo is a big target man. Tuli, Matiani, was there a handball there? I'm not sure the referee saw that one.
It's quite interesting actually with the handball, because I thought that Matiana really tried to get it under his control and he just bobbled up unexpectedly. But then as referee, what do you do? Give the benefit of the doubt to the players in control of the ball. Quite interesting.
Yes, it's still a debate that rages. What isn't a handball? Let's have a look here. Yep.
Yep, it just bubbles and it just hits his hand. And unfortunately, if you are in a moving position, it's bound to happen.
I think on that occasion, not seen by the referee, so he didn't really have to weigh up all the various considerations that are part of the handball rule these days. Just a nice series of passes here from Chiefs. Mark was looking for the run from Bimanyamana and he was sizing it up. Took his eye off the ball and had it stolen away from him.
I think Chiefs can actually look a lot better if it is that they just minimize on that one extra touch or that one extra pass that you still want to make. You do really well to build up from the back, but sort of just lose it in the final third because of just that final extra touch that they don't even need.
Disappointing ball from Peterson. He knows it too. Wearing the captain's armband these days, Roscoe Peterson. Well, no surprise we've had majority of the action in the middle of the park.
Yep, I think one of the players for Kaiser Chiefs that has really been outstanding has to be Blom. Just in terms of breaking down the play, that defensive midfield role is holding up very nicely. But even on the other end, I think Mkhize has dictated terms really well.
Lovely looking footballer. Here's Dolido with a left foot. Oh! Into the side netting. Half the crowd think it was in the back of the net. And so there's a roar around Moses Mabhida, and then the realization, yeah, your team hasn't scored.
So now you get to understand that everyone is looking for that goal, but a great pass yet again from Dupere, who locates Keegan Dolly just with that through pass. Does really well to get it on his strong foot this time around, but just off target.
Well, he's keen, Keegan Dolly. 7 league goals in the last campaign. Looking for something in this season and a couple of games earlier on in the campaign where he was left on the bench. Came on and scored and very pointedly pointed to his name on his jersey. He has a great chance for Latuli Kavindo, and it's going to be a goal kick. Well, he feels it should be a corner. That was a glorious chance for Chippa United, and maybe Latuli should have had the first opportunity. Was it the first touch that let him down? Got stuck a little bit between his feet, but Maybe Frosler's presence too. That certainly looks a corner though.
I thought that was a corner as well, but this is the kind of free-flowing football that you get to see from a Chippa United, who I think are breezing through that midfield to get into the final third of Kaizer Chiefs.
They do not look like a side who've been without competitive football for the last 29 days. Of course, we had the international break and then the weekend where the MTN 8 semi-finals were played, and then their opponent Mamelodi Sundowns was playing in the Champions League. All of those added up to a long absence. This is B. Manyamana beaten in the air by Peterson. He's almost knocking it back into his own penalty area. Sekota, Frosler, and Mark looking to play the 1-2. Sekota with the cross, Peterson with the last touch. The Kaizer Chiefs get another corner opportunity.
Yep, he's amped up his feelings, and 2 out of 2 key battles as well. Caleb and Peterson just really actually giving each other high five, because it has been such a great contest between the two.
A little bit of an aggressive streak to him, Manyamana. We've seen that in some of his confrontations with defenders. That's always a good trait in a big striker. And Peterson, well, he's taking no prisoners either.
Critical phase of the game now, and I think in as much that he's winning those key duels, those aerial duels, but this is where Kaizer Chiefs can actually hurt you as well, the set pieces.
Just 4 minutes before the break. Now, can they get a quick counter going here? Just gliding down the pitch for Chippa United. Matras, Marman waits to stay on side, and the ball was just a little too strong. One low knee from Orlando Pirates to the other. Definitely getting vital experience here in the top flight in the colours of Chippa United. There's always been a close relationship with Chippa and Pirates as far as loans and transfers are concerned. Think of the likes of Paseka Marco, who's doing so well now with the Buccaneers, and Lorch, of course, was Chippa man as well before he went to Pirates. The Khota. Kicking down towards the break. Frosler gets the cross in. Kiza forward, cut out by Ngazana. He was fouled as well by Kambinu. Kambinu's apologizing, and no card. In the meantime, Sekota. Frosler again. Well, the pressure continues.
The pressure continues as Lutuli really tries to clear that one. You can see the frustration. They really want to get this one out of their own half, because this is just very inviting for Kaizer Chiefs. They have tall figures like Caleb, Klanti as well to compete for those corners.
Chance here. Oh, to goal. It's Ngazana. He's repaid Arthur's faith in keeping him in the starting lineup, and that is a huge goal for Kaizer Chiefs. And just as you said, at a crucial juncture in the game.
Critical phase of the game. Too many corners that Chippa have been conceding. Of course, Ngazana this time around is the one to rise the highest, converts. Such a great confidence booster from Ngazana.
There's Kamavias. He might be lined up for an entree in the second half. First league goal for Ngazana since November 2019, when they won 4-0 against Stellenbosch. But that is a super header from a set piece, hit with power and precision.
know-how and precision. Chippa Zwane really happy about that. But I think maybe Lutuli could have done really a whole lot better in that instance. As short as he was next to Ngezane. Peterson lost his man, and I think Ngezane took advantage of that.
The fifth goal in his Kaizer Chiefs career for the centre-back. Now a bit of a selection poser, I think, for the Galaxy game on Wednesday. Do you bring back Quinika alongside Edmilson? Or you leave him on the bench and give Siyabonga and Ngezane another run out? And who's going to play the all-important second leg MTN8 semi-final next Saturday? Nice problem for the coach to have, I think.
I think especially in this time with Kaizer Chiefs, I need, players that can be as consistent. And I think it's a good headache to have for Coach Chippa Zwane, strong and capable defenders.
I think he feels it was a bit of an elbow there, and the referee comes across, pushes them both out of the way. Bitso protesting his innocence. Debate and discussion continues. It might continue down the tunnel as well as we head for half time. Just a matter of seconds here at Moses Mabhida. Sun is set. And it looks as if Chiefs are going to go into the break with the 1-goal lead. Indeed, there is the whistle from Mr. Bambiso. So, what do you make of the first half?
I think a great exchange.
Yeah. Kunjalo-ke bafethu. Ngezama wanivala umlomo. Univala umlomo. Hey, ngezana, hey, ngezana yadlisa, hey, ngezana. Bonile celebration. Hehe. Asazi. Khamba kanjani lapha emakhaya? Are you sorted ngequality? Are you guys sorted ngequality? Eish, nisebenzisa kabuhlungu man. Hey. Because on my side everything seems to be fine. Your network is on flight mode. I saw a goal here on the comments before I can see it. Yeah. Clear also says I'll be back. Chiefs is going to win. Oh, Chiefs is going to win. What is it? I'll be back. Chiefs is going to win. The fans of Chiefs. Favorite Chiefs to clear and out. It's good for him that he will boost his momentum. We need more goals. Ngezana still Yeah. First half, Kaizer Chiefs 1, Chippa United 0, KTC of Ngezana. And then we have this competition. Predict your man of the match and stand a chance to win 50 rand airtime. Any network of a choice. And this competition will close at the, let me see. Let me just say 70th minute. Yaivala. So if you want to participate, make sure you predict before the 70th minute. And then I will randomly choose the person who won. If indeed the player that you chose becomes the man of the match. Ngiyabonga nanguke uTK Makola athi we are sorted, brother. And again, all the way from Lokhuzaneni bathi kuphi? Kambe ubanele ubuya le Mpumalanga angikhohle ngabala indawo uzongikhumbuza. Banene.
Hola, Hola.
Tin kamyam.
Echara.
Ukraine kamyam.
Correct. Hola, pra. Kahle kakhulu. Congratulations to Makhosi.
What uhlezi sesipanini ofanele ngiyakwenza. I-overtime uthanda imali ne.
Ngisejobhini nkabya.
Hayi uthanda imali ngeke phela ngeke phela 24/7 usemsebenzini.
Hayi kuzoluka kaze.
Ilaba employee lawa employee lawa ngena 365 days in a year. Awaguli. Awanazinkinga awangenela amanzi endlini wena uhlezi usemsebenzini ngeke kumele ngikupromote manje ube manager ngeke. Shana ushaya network ubanele shaya network. Shaya network. Okay, let me bring in Ayeye Martin. Ayeye Martin.
Bro.
Ayeye your
Brian network ebhede mfethu.
Inetwork ne.
Hayi labafana abana benza into eyifunayo.
Mara ungitshele Martin awona
Network ibhede lamhlanje angazi.
So it's not a problem ukuthi mhlambe it's on my side, it's just the network.
Itsho network ibhede network. Angisakuzwa kahle yakhatha buyas.
Oh, I think in network.
Yeah,
on
network.
my side,
Bangoshapu uyangizwa
flowing. Ngiyakuzwa kahle bhuti wami.
Manje ngishapu yena. Ngiyakuzwa.
Yeah, uthe amakhosi azodliwa 1-0. Now I lead 1-0.
Ngathi idlozi lamasebenzi.
Mhlawumbe idlozi lakho lifavorite Chiefs wazi manje.
Yeah, lishaya so.
Lila.
Makayazi into enibonayo la lo ntwana lo uDipree ngathi ufake iChiefs egame. I was looking forward for uSikhota but ngiyabona uSikhota ngathi hayi akukho formini namhlanje yabo.
We are disappointed ne.
That's what I'm seeing but yeah but I'm seeing uDoli naye ayisha ngathi skipper. Ngibona baphakamisa uBilliard mhlawumbe zokhipha zomfaka uBilliard kuzoba ne change nyana usho ne force zoba speed izoba phezulu. I'm very worried ngeChippa ngoba iChippa idlala ibhola emva too much. They are not attacking too much and they are not using the pockets which they can dominate the football that Chiefs yabanike space. But the problem ngibona Chiefs yenza ukuthi igame ibe difficult for iChippa to play because they are using a counter attack and a speed. Yabona.
Yeah.
But you know game are not there for not there for game prior.
All right, do you still maintain with Chiefs will lose?
Yeah, yazini awuthini mina lapha lithi hayi manje ngoba ithe 1-0 awuthi ngithi draw ke ngiyabona ukuthi hayi iChippa is not
akusipaka phela le akusipaka ubheke kahle ikhosi leli. All right bathini ngizobuya kuwe end of the game ne.
So lakho
danko Buddha Fede Buddha
sanibonani
khamba njani Buddha
ngkhona
Buddha kwenze njani wangaba nale that thing nje ona nale umfu kwenze njani uyibhakabhaka yini network yahlupha ngempela. So guys this answers them by the amalokhuzana ama-worries wami ukuthi it's actually network according to where a person is because mina on my side everything is flowing. Kuyayiflowela nje so I don't know what's happening. Let me try again. Buddha
baf kuyaphila
kunjani baf
uyaphila mfowethu
ngiyaphila Prime wena
uyaphila njani
uphethe unana lapha
uyaphila mfowethu angikho right
yini king
ngihleli naye lana mfowethu angikho right
yini ngekho right Yenzani ukhozi?
Wayingadliwa nje once.
Asi-pirate phela thina.
Wayingadliwa nje le Kaizer once.
Asi-pirate phela ubheke kahle.
Hayi phela mina support Pirates, support Kaizer babe.
Oh, ukuphi nendawo?
Eba.
Ukuphi nendawo?
Angisejozi Protea Clan.
Oh, so it's a Protea Clan. All right. But awukho happy ngeteam yakho.
Hayi iPirates ibethi idlalile izolo kwamanje kufanele kudliwe iKaizer ukuze impilo izoqhubeka.
Hayi khohlwa ke lapho khohlwa njengesidomo esikoleni phela nje ke kwenzeke ke mfowethu ke lokho khohlwa ngempela ke. Ngizobuya kuyo Buddha because we only have few minutes before heading back to his second half, so ungakhohlwa ukupredict man of the match ne.
Sizobuyela igame.
All right. Lapha emakhaya, please make sure that you do subscribe to the channel, EHL Sport Channel. If you haven't subscribed, make sure that you do. You also follow us on Facebook. And we also have a competition fund where you will get to predict the man of the match and stand a chance to win 50 rand airtime, any network of your choice. Ngaphandle ke basebenzisa abo 8 nabo bani laba ngabazi ukuthi abo bani. And the competition will close at about 70th minute in the game. Let me bring in my co-host, Thomas.
Likog.
Uthini Prayak?
Thank you, Smash.
Khamba njani?
Siyancenga uThami. Slowly but surely, yabo.
I-network ayikubhayizisi wena ngosakho?
No, mina ngimnandi. I think kunomoya, so maybe that's why i-network ngathi yabo.
Yeah, man, sengiphatheke kabi man ukuthi yazini nabakhala ukuthi naba glitches and buffering because I've tried everything. I downgraded to the lowest resolution. I went back to the highest.
I think it depends on where you are.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so kunomoya, so depending on where you are geographically, so you might be at risk. Yeah.
All right. Anyway, your assessment of the first half?
The first half was average.
Yeah.
Not quite convincing. It's our same old story. Kaizer Chiefs, we are not dominating the middle field as we should be. You know, coming into this game for me, it was a clear win.
Yeah.
So it's just a matter of time of when are we going to get that first goal, the second and the third one, and when do we actually play like a big team and even maintain that lead convincingly.
Yeah. So what changes would you prefer they make come to second half?
Man, it's the same old story. Kufuneka umshini. Unkosi ngiphile ngqobo yabo. Yeah. We don't have a creative middle fielder at the moment in the middle. So maybe he can come in and shake things up,
But we saw ngathi bawumisha uKama Billiard. You suspect ukuthi bebazo replace uDupreez or Sekhot?
Yeah, maybe they might sacrifice Sekhot because he does a lot of running and stuff. Yeah, so now he's indecisive ngama decisions work. You don't know whether he's coming or going. So they might badonse and then give Ulentuzan Billiard a chance, possibility. Maybe later on, maybe this is he change Yamanje moving on to the second half, and then in the middle of the second half, bangafaka umshini here. Maybe Sebascore 2.
All right. I just want to quickly go to the comments, Lapana, because I had asked people to predict the man of the match and stand a chance to win 50 rand a time. Moderedi from Botswana says, Utolu, yena man of the match. Usho ukuthi kuzoba njalo. Nosifiso Priceley naye says uDoli will be the man of the match. Asazi ukuthi uvuka wenzani ke uDoli, asazi ngempela ke ngoba sikakamboni. Othi ngifake nangu ulokhuzana uKenneth before we head back to his second half. Timer.
Baba.
Kunjani baba?
Ngikhona baba kunjani?
Ngiyaphila.
Mnandi namhlanje. Ngimnandi mara kancane.
Wala
kancane. Akungabi ngalendlela engakhona. Ngivumelana nalo baba lo. Bemele nyana at least sesikorile phela basazibiza ngamagama ama penalty wabona. Bemele lo baba lo mathi kumele baba introduce inkosi.
Uyahleka umathini.
Angahleki ngivumelana naye kancane. Lento le wayibona singagcina sidraw and akusinto enhle.
Yeah.
Angibona ucoach wethu sengathi ukhona lwamhlebele emakhoneni athi yenza kanje keep us banibani ungafaki isibanibani uyabona lento.
Hayi ke. Shinduku. Yo. Please allow me to say fuck. Fuck. Anyway, guys, I've got Ukez, I've got Martin, I've got Thomas. So I want us guys to do this today. So you will mute, and then when I call in your name, you'll just have to unmute your microphone and then get a chance to speak. So I want to start with the man of the moment. Martin, you are the man of the moment because you predicted. Even though I asked to go to 1-0, and you said, let me just keep my momentum. Chiefs will still lose. You got it right, Baba.
You know what, my brother? Let me tell you the truth. Chiefs cannot play like inside the field. They always have to look for those opportunities of free kick, penalties in the field of play. Better. Bafana nami siyafana mnandi. Ngikutshelile ukuthi icase. Uyabona?
Yeah.
Icase yase Soweto. Sefikile. Uyabona? So isolve edabini mina nabo. Uyabona?
And
I told you
to do the right thing.
Lento yeah.
Sorry to do the right thing because I had asked people to predict the end of the match. And a quarter bega forced lapha bathu bani bega forced athi gibatla mali yaka and bakithi I'm going through my comments akekho no one who predict umkhize. So there is no one who got it right. And just because you managed to predict the correct score and you predicted ukuthi Chiefs is a loser, can I give you this 50 rand a time?
I feel so welcome, my brother. It's a pleasure. Thank you so much.
All right, what you gonna do is gune option here private chat ne? I'm not sure if you can see it. Can you see the private chat? Let me just say how in the private chat. There is an option. There is comments. There is a private chat. Can you see the private chat? Are you able to see it?
Let me just click here. Yeah.
All right. Can you just please just give me your number where I can actually send you that 50 rand a time? Which network are you using?
Okay, I'll send the number. Okay, I'll send them.
Which network are you using? Send the number and then network.
Okay, let me just get the number because I'm using 2 SIM card. Copper number at Telkom.
Telkom ikhona kambe ku option lokhuzana. Let me just check. Ufuna ukuyisenda right away. Ungabe ngathi ngiyakushaya ngiyakuthola.
hayi akunayo problem nifuna ukufaka ngoba lena ina contract so i-airtime yaphayizisa la uyabona ngawunika le number leyo.
Oh, okay, so
062
ungayibizi phela uzibufonela abantu ebusuku baqhathe nomfazi.
Ngibhale phansi.
Ibhale kule private chat yeah.
Awuthi ngibhale phansi ke.
Yeah.
Sure.
I want to send it right away before. All right, usasenda le number ne. Let me welcome Kenzo. Just write that number on the private chat and then I will actually send you that 50 rand airtime. While you're still doing that, let's welcome Kenzo. Okay, let me unmute you on my side. Ne?
Yeah, my brother. How are you, man?
I'm good, Baba. Wena?
Okay, let me unmute you on my side. All right. Yeah, my brother. How are you? I'm fit. I'll come back at you.
Yes, Kenzo. Cela uyimute ku-YouTube concentrate kule app. Yangizwa Kenzo.
There's a noise in the background.
Yeah, mute YouTube concentrate ku stream yakhe.
There's a noise in the background.
Are you winning?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but then angithi manje uvule YouTube and uvule ne stream yakhe. So mute YouTube concentrate ku stream yakhe.
Oh yeah. Can you hear me there?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
All right. Good. Sorry, man.
Your thoughts?
You know what, it's not going well. Not at all. You see, the Chiefs in Doda, they cannot afford, 90 minutes, to lose all those 2 open goals. Chana, 2 open goals. The big team like Chiefs in fact. I really don't know where Chiefs is going, man. But I'm telling you, this is just, I don't know how I can salute them, but no, man, no. Let me tell you one thing. You see all that team that came to play with Sundowns?
Yeah.
Apase.
Yeah.
Chiefs is just becoming like that team, man.
Okay, kancane bhuti wami ngifuna ukusotha out uMathini ne. Cela nje ungibambele kanjani ungavali ne.
Sure.
Mathini.
Sure bhuti.
Yeah, la ngithola i-message ethi the cell phone number is invalid for this purchase. Please update the number and try again. Are you sure you have the correct number?
I'm thinking because now
9100
yeah
586.
826. Yeah, I think Yazin.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, my man.
08062. Sure.
Okay.
062.
Bamba kancane.
062. Sure. 910. 05.
05.
910 00.
Yeah. Ngiyakuthola yeah.
Lakok.
It's 062 9100. And then the last 3 numbers
is because we need some from. It's 586.
Yeah, it's the same number you gave me, but Is it Telkom?
It's LC.
Oh, that's why when you
Cell
say
C,
Telkom, so he sells C.
Yeah,
Cell C.
sorry, my
Okay,
brother.
let me add.
Sorry, my brother. No, I
Okay,
think it is because I started saying Telkom. That's why it's the problem was. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, let me update it and see. Okay, let's see what it can go through. Askisi Kenzo now Thomas and it's just sort out to look who's our winner here.
Oh well, bro. All right.
Hey Tyler, thanks, my brother. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Yeah. It went through. Can you please confirm?
Thank you, my brother.
Yeah, it's on.
Check it out. Sure, put again.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Back to you, Kenzo. Back to you, Kenzo. Yeah, man, again. All right, Kenzo. You were saying Gucci Chiefs is slowly becoming La Paz. La kudlala khona bomzala bomalume nabomshana nabobhuti nabogogo konke lokhu kuhlangene.
Konke kuhlangene lapha ama-chef la phakathi. You understand?
But where did they lost it today?
But my man, look, and another thing is now uzwane futhi, you understand? He needs to smile sometimes. You see, we are those abafana bakhe, they are becoming afraid now of Uzwane. He's always angry, wara. All of those in China, futhi. You understand? It doesn't work.
Mara Uzwane never smiled. Even when he was a player, when he scored, he never celebrated. He was gonna go like. So kugiyena vele.
Yeah, I'm speechless, my man. I don't know what to say right now. I'm very, very speechless. I'm just gonna pass it to Thomas. Maybe Thomas is gonna tell us exactly. I'm just speechless. I don't know what to say now. I must just drink. Just drink right now.
Uzokhona ukudla nje idina namhlanje.
Asithi ngiyakela manga nabafake edina la ngeke ngidle. Namhlanje I'm just gonna shaya this. Done, I go sleep.
All right. Let me bring you to Thomas. Thomas.
Yeah, sure. Thanks so much.
Sure.
Did you open the gate?
Hola, Smash.
Team yaka prayaka la. Aish. Gcine sengishana amabonda manje lana abantu abafuna ukukora.
To be honest, I watched the game. This was a shocker. But at the same time, the Chiefs, niggas a Chippa game.
Yeah.
The chances that they missed, they had clear-cut chances, and they missed them. These boys, be Chippa, they were really clinical, you know. So, hey man, we actually gave the game to Chippa. Because
but then how did they give it to Chippa?
I mean, you had clear-cut chances compared to when Chippa has the ball. They are on target. Ustebe is always off target. I watch the games. He's always off target. Name one time he's on target consistently. So this is the type of player that's going to assist you moving forward. That can't even find the target. Come on, let's get realistic. So we clearly saying we don't have people who are able to be consistently hitting the target only. We want a target. Okay, there are chances he missed. He's on target. When he's off target, like that goal he missed from Ulentuzan, that pass that he received, there I have to say he should have done better. But if you put in his numbers, how many balls does he receive and he's on target compared to the likes of Usitebe? He's always off target.
And then I saw some of the comments they were asked. Somebody said actually that game needed, Kuzan needed Ukosing Pidengco. I think it was still 0-0 by that time.
Yeah, that's what I said in half time. So it didn't happen. Unfortunately, I think Atazane ngokufaka ulentuzana uKhama, he did a brilliant move. There were connections between Ukama, not only, you could actually see Kaiser Chiefs threatening because of Ilentuzan. That substitution, Galentuzan, Kakama, Kaiser Chiefs looked like they were gonna score. I think we will create Olentuzan or Begatu Pasa, Caleb, and he created a few chances coming from the bench. So we needed those type of players. What is Sitebe giving us?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. And then Martin, nangunokwanda la uthi, jokes aside, we are going to trash the Orlando Pirates. You'll know that.
Hayi, i-depression leyo chum. I-depression abantu baqeda ukuluza ngoku. So sitshela ukuthi bazo hayi, ungawari wena. We are going to take things slowly by slowly. Uyabona Thomas uthethe into very very serious, yabona i-critical into le. Ukuthi amanye ama-players kufuna ukuthi babe the consistency yayo performance. Ukuthi isipani sakhe asenze, uyabona. So if a player doesn't contribute to that position, the team won't make any difference. Uyabona. Ama-strikers afuna amabhola. Mara wena, we are taking the balls off target. You understand? Thomas is saying, do your job. At the end of the day, we get the goals. We celebrate at the end of the game. That's what it should be. Yeah, so this thing of Arthur's one saying we won the game before we played the game, this is not professional. How can you count your chicken before your eggs? So what's happening here? He's coming with stories. He must be professional, that guy. I mean, you telling us that you won the game before you played the game. Are you saying that you don't respect Chippa? Then you say, I respect Chippa. No. Chippa came with the plan. You hear the coach. He came with the plan. They cannot go blow by blow with Chiefs. They waited for the opportunities to come. And when the opportunities came, they took them. That's how to play football. You don't just go to the football and say, Baba. Olo, I'm not there for. Come 29. Come 29. Come 29. You will see now. Yeah. We will see this thing that we have been talking about. That if in the field of play, Pirates and Chiefs cannot contribute, wanting to be the winners, but not in the field of play, they are just playing just for 90 minutes for it raw or lose. I'm talking even as a Pirate fan. I'm not consistency. Yeah. My performance is poor lately. Chiefs, you are coming right now, is dropping. Yeah, bon. Let's be fair on that. Let's be truly fair on that. But come in that day, 29 October, and see. Because this game is not about it's not about Chiefs and Pirates. It's about defense. Bring up that momentum of the game. But if we cannot perform in the league and just see on the 29, we are going to see what are the defense going to say? Are we going to fight for the title, or we just adding numbers in the league?
And then
it's very critical.
And then kids, now upiki na nkosami, she's so heartbroken, like njengoba now to heartbroken lapho Kenzo. Now I'm sure ukuthi ngeke ulala ngadlanga namhlanje. And then coming back to what Martin just said now ukuthi Chippa came with a plan. And if uchekile ku social media nabayenza ama pre-match analysis, Umaile already said ukuthi they are going to disappoint the Chiefs. And how are they going to disappoint the Chiefs? They are not going to allow the Chiefs to play. So it was there for anyone to see. Even at Azwane, I'm sure, who understand the game play in Chippa United is to make sure the Chiefs doesn't play. So why don't you plan according to what the coach is saying? As a coach, I mean, like really. Yeah.
Okay. Look, jokes aside, tactically, Chiefs All right. You see, Chippa came with a good plan. Okay. So the thing is, Chiefs, brother, need to change their tactical. They always come with the same, as you have said right now, that they have heard that they are saying that they're gonna hold them down this season. They won't let them to come through. You understand? Okay, because it's only that they know their tactic. Everyone knows Chiefs right now. You understand? Everyone knows that. Okay, Dory is like this. You understand? Let's hold him actually. You understand? So they need to change. They need to change their tactic when they're coming into the game. They cannot come like the way they came last game. The same thing every time. No, they cannot do that. They need to change because they know that now people knows them. You understand?
This understand again, and then it brings this question again. What's the use of this technical director? Bargimang, what Chiefs? Bargimang that only. Kimang, Thomas. Unseki. And then what is Delon Shepherd there doing? If 1,000 as a head coach, if your plan is not working, can't you not consult with your technical team? Oh yeah, there is that person who would say, I'm a head coach, everything I say goes.
Oh, you see now, it's just the same as if you are at work. You understand? If they see that you are not doing good, all right, they try to find a position. They try to find someone that can come, right, and do better. Right now, because the thing is, they are not losing money. You understand? They are not losing money at the moment. You understand? That is the problem. That's why, right? You see, I'll give you an example of Sundowns, my man. You see Sundowns. People, they think that Sundowns, they have got money, what. No, it's not like that. It's not like that. You understand? So, right now, Chiefs, what they're supposed to do, you know, they're supposed to think and say, you know what, even Zwane himself is supposed to step down. He must step down because now if we can count games, he must step down. Why is he not stepping down? That's the problem.
Because he's the one who was called to save the Kaizer Chiefs. Ankiri, he's the son of the soil.
That's the problem. He's the son of the soil. Now we say he's gonna save Kaizer Chiefs. My man, even right now, what happened here is like we can say Boiti or Beyonce gives you a chance at 5 minutes to 12 and tells you that tomorrow is the next day. Use it, and you still don't use it. Boiti, my man, Beyonce, my man, 3 minutes, my man, I'm done. Look,
okay, let me bring you to Thomas.
My man, this just pissing me off. I don't understand. Monday, you're gonna hear Kaizer Chiefs supporters at work very happy, like they were not watching the game. No. We need to strike. We need to strike. We need to go there and strike. We are feeling bad right now. We need to go and strike. Thanks, brother.
All right. Okay, Thomas. Ulokuzana, Michael Chayo is actually reiterating to the comment with Shilia, Kama, and Dolu. He says, as much as Kama and Dolu work together, they don't look at other players. Another player you don't look at is Blom. I'm not sure what he does. So Uti Utoli no Kama Pilach, all they do is to actually play boy two. My petty to come out. So their combination is not working. Do you agree with that?
No, I don't agree. Kama hasn't been playing for quite some time. So this was his first game back. So, of course, there'll be connections here and there between him and Todd. Do you understand? But we can't say they are overlooking other players. These guys are actually creating chances for Kaizer Chiefs, including other players. There are people who got chances to prove themselves, and they didn't. Dodley had a miss. He also could have done better. that ball he received that he missed. I mean, like he could have done better. That was a lousy shot. He really passed the goalkeeper. I mean, like he wasn't trying to score. That's why I'm saying Kaiser Chiefs gave the game to Chippa United. Like that was a clear chance for Keegan Dolly to score. He missed it. He was at the penalty spot. He received a cutback from a penalty spot and he missed. What can we say? You can't blame the coach.
And then talking about the misses, I think it was the dying minutes of the match. That pass from who, I think it was a cross from who, I'm not sure from who, but I think it was from Dolly or who to Caleb. That tap in,
Exactly.
and as a striker, a penalty taker.
It's really disappointing, man. You don't expect that from such professionals, you know. That was another clear-cut chance. So how many are we counting now? Let's be realistic. How many are we counting? How many did Amazulu? How many chances did Amazulu create? They buried them. There's the goal they disallowed, which was an offside, which was not offside. The first one before the goal. Disallowed a goal, a clear goal. A linesman said it's offside, not from where I was seeing.
Yeah,
from where I'm sitting and watching, that was not offside. So
all right. And then Uviwe uvumelana nawe Martin, saying that the first half we were dominating. Wait, what? First we dominated by a team that has. Firstly we were dominated by the team that hasn't played for a month. How does that make any sense? The coach of Chippa is a good strategist and understands football. So Martin, kahle kahle iChiefs seyingasho ukuthi hey kusamele liqala ucoach or kenzakaleni. Martin the problem network. All right, let me bring in Kenneth.
Sure.
Timer.
So Martin,
let me add to Khabo. Khabo kunjani?
Shap kunjani bra?
Shap. Usitotsi kuphi baba?
Ngise Duba Park lapha eWoodbank.
Oweduva, useduva. Bathini eduva?
Hayi next Hotman next. Siyazamazama nje.
Ubuke ungajabulanga bhuti wami, yini uhamba nekhosi?
Ngihamba nekhosi my bra. I'm just a little bit disappointed, but I'm optimistic.
Yeah.
In the last 2 years, I can safely say there's much improvement to Kaizer Chiefs. I mean, when was the last time we expected Chiefs to win? I mean, everyone today expected Chiefs to win because we had confidence in the squad and then in the play that we're having nowadays. So that's number one credit. We have improved. Guys, times were bad from last year and early this year. Things are looking better. I think that's the first highlight we must take as Amakosi. Right? Mm-hmm. So I agree with Zwane. I think there was an element of disrespect from the Chiefs. There was just an element of disrespect. Because if you analyze the game carefully, you will see that Chippa was not coming to us. Chippa was a bit relaxed. And then they allowed us to come and they were killing us on attacks and second balls. Look at the first offside goal. You understand? We were relaxed, we forgot, a cross comes in and then we get embarrassed. Second as well, second ball. Third goal as well, set piece. So we can't say Chippa was technical or what. Those guys just waited for the good opportunities and they used them. As opposed to us, we didn't use our opportunities. I mean, look at that ball that Dolly had. I mean, just kill this thing. You had the right call, just kill this thing. When I was shot straight. Look at that Caleb across from Billard. I mean, guys, we're at professional level. You can't fail to convert that. You understand?
All right.
So it's a matter of it's a matter of small things, Bob. It's a matter of small things. Finish the chances. Coordination from the middle field and the defense. Second balls. You understand? And one thing that I'm going to reiterate, and people are going to say I'm crazy, but one thing that I'm going to reiterate is that you are going to see the importance of Cooney. Even though he's obese, he's fat, but you'll see there's lack of coordination in our defense when these other keepers are there. Cooney, the last time he was in coast, we never lost. Draws and wins. But look at this guy. First game is coming, we're already losing. And we'll say, no, what? Mzanzi's number one experience talks. Coordinate the defense. Those guys were playing like headless chickens at the back.
Yeah, I want to challenge you on a few things that you mentioned. Firstly, you said we must give credit to Chiefs. In fact, we must give credit to Zwane because ever since he took over, there is improvement. And I mean, I bet to differ. Because I mean, if we say there is improvement, what kind of improvement are we talking about? What kind of improvement are we talking about? Because we are not scoring goals. We can't rely on penalties. We understand. So what kind of improvement are you talking about? Maybe you can just clarify that for me. What difference has it brought?
The other mistake that people are doing is that they forget that those penalties were actually a product of good ball being played. You're not going to be fouled and get a penalty if people aren't presenting themselves inside the box. I was telling a lot of people at work, I say, we are penalties among us. But for you to get a penalty, you must present yourself into the box. And at that time, you had a goal scoring opportunity. You understand? So the Chiefs that we see now is a hungry Chiefs. How many times have you come back from a 1-0 up to draw and also even get a 2-1? A game, yes, Super Sport. We're down. We're losing. We came and we won the game. That is what we have not been seeing in the past. You understand? Winning a game from a penalty, a win is a win. The fact of the matter is, it Chiefs win a match. And that's what we have not been seeing with our previous coach, Bargaman, this guy who just left.
Straight Baxter.
I mean, we're devastated, man. Come on. We're devastated. Right now, we even see ourselves. Right now, we even see the possibility. If we had won today, was going to be number one. We even see the possibility of finishing number 2 or number 1 because of the setup. Manje, Kenzo is saying that, Uzwani must go. Don't be emotional, my brother. It's too early. It's too early.
I want to be honest, I will let you, Kenzo and Thomas intervene on this matter because I can't get your point when you said there is improvement. Because I don't see any improvement. To be precise, I don't see any improvement. But I might be wrong. But from my perspective, if we are talking about improvement, we must be saying, okay, Chiefs are scoring. Even maybe we are losing. We need to fix our defense. But we are not scoring. Like, what type of football are we playing that you can say this is Kaizer Chiefs, which is different from Stuart Baxter, Kevin Hunt, you name them? It's still the same. He still plays the cross balls where he is looking for who? PMM. So what change has he brought in? I don't know. Kenzo, you call umehluko obona wena baba.
Habo.
Yeah.
You know, Kaizer Chiefs is one of the biggest team in Africa. Okay, in Africa. You understand? So what they're doing now, it's like it's not one of the biggest team in Africa. Bayafana na Bata Bullets yase Malawi. Bayafana ne La Paz. You understand? You see, let me tell you one thing right now. Their hate it's on the derby right now. They want to win the derby. My men, they're having this derby since I don't know when. They are concentrating on the derby. Now you're gonna see how they're gonna play on the derby to impress you, ladies. You understand? To impress ladies that no, Kaiser Chiefs won against Pirates. My man, how about these small teams? How about these small teams, man? Look in Europe, bruh. Manchester, when playing this Brighton, what, they make sure that here we are scoring here because they know that, hey, tomorrow it's a case. You understand? So why should we only say, no, we're going to show our performance against Sundowns, against Pirates on the derby? Why? We are failing. We need to face the truth. If it's like that, it's whereby they say, you know what? Let's change the coach. Big teams, they change coaches because of what? Of this, my man. So how about Kaiser Chiefs? Let's be honest, guys.
Okay, let me bring you Thomas.
Because I'm now thinking of the derby that we are saying, no, we are working hard for the derby. Why must we work hard for the derby always? Why? How about the small teams, bruh? Aye. Abasuki labafana man. Ulonkuza hambe mfwetu. Let's see another person, bruh. Honest, let's have another coach you gonna see. That guy is a lion. He's just angry. How are those people gonna be? How are they gonna perform? Even your wife. How can your wife perform in the house when you are just angry every day?
It's too early.
Let's bring in Thomas. Thomas, so Thomas, your take on Khabo's analysis. He says he has seen so much improvement ever since Atazona has taken over. Do you agree with him?
To be honest, the only improvement thus far is the fact that we won 4 games in a row. So that gave the supporters a strong belief in the team, which is something that was missing. Believing that Kaiser Chiefs will win. Before the game, I said this is a definitely must-win game. It didn't play out like that. If you think about the season where we lost the league with the last game, when Sundowns took that league, in the last game, last game of the league, that's when we lost the league, when we were on top for a long time. It was because of such games. Clear-cut chances being missed in these small minor teams, giving these minor teams draws, giving them wins against us, undermining them. That's how we lost the league, when we lost it in the last game of the league, and then Sundowns became glorious. It is because of these games where we undermine our opponents, where we don't take our chances. We to understand where we miss clear-cut chances, and whenever these small opponents, whenever they are faced with us, the small chances that they get, they always bury them, which is surprising from Kaiser Chiefs caliber of players who can't even hit the target, or else you are playing against a small team that is always on target. Always. How is it that the small teams are always on target and the bigger teams can't find the target? How are they big? Because of history.
History ihlala history madoda ngeke isenze the next. Yeah.
Currently Kaiser Chiefs is not big because of history. Based on how they are playing, they are not really scaring anyone. They are not dominating any game. It just so happens that the previous game we got penalties because we were creating chances. But when are we scoring from open play? When are we scoring convincingly from open play consistently? We haven't done
and
that.
then you said there is improvement. And then you call that improvement.
Not to me, man.
All right.
We know
Let me bring in.
but not this one.
Yeah, let me bring in Ukhabu again. Another point that you made. Oh, you wanted to say something, Khabu, before
I wanted to say, if you watch English Premier League and you evaluate play Yaga Liverpool currently, you will then see some similarities in the cracks that these small teams are giving Liverpool a problem, because Liverpool will come at you and Liverpool will miss chances. If you have seen previous games, especially not Champions League with Rangers, I mean, that was a giveaway. But if you see them, they attack those guys. Abo Salah can score. That guy, the new striker, they can't score those guys, but they're taking, right? And then when the opponent comes to them, because of their coming in transitions, they're always on target. Now I'm answering Brad Thomas. They're always on target and they're killing Liverpool. Right? And that's where the problem is. If you miss your chances and you are going to them, they're going to hurt you on transitions. They're going to hurt you on crosses. You understand? So it's all about being clinical. I mean, if I'm just saying out of this thing, if Dolly had scored, if Birmingham has scored those chances and we had won, none of these guys will be complaining and say, Zwane. They'll say, Chiefs are number one. You understand? So the problem can't be Zwane. If those guys have scored, if we're not playing at all and not creating any chances and not saying, Sam, then we would say, no, Zwane has lost it. But we're here saying that if Zodoli had scored, if Birmingham had scored, we would be number one today. And none of us would be saying, Zwane, this guy, you understand? He's like, You understand? It means there's something possible. We're creating chances. We are just not converting. So we must address the challenge of converting. You understand? These guys must score the goals, right? Then after that, we must move to the problem of defense. These guys must stay on their toes 90 minutes. I mean, Ngezana, those guys were playing well. It's just a small misconcentration and we are out. If you can fix those problems, I'm telling you.
All right. I want to challenge you on what you just said now. I just want to bring in my comments from my viewers at home, where Michael Sacho is agreeing with you, Uhab. I agree with you, Habo. There are improvements. Chiefs last year used to play what you call scope and donor, where defenders used to kick the ball forward, and then whoever is in front will see it. I mean, is it still not happening?
No,
is it still not happening?
Look at the importance of Blom. Blom is playing a very magnificent ball. That boy is collecting the balls. A ball is being played. Labantuba, they're sharing the balls now. We have not been seeing that in last year as Chiefs. These boys are playing soccer now. These are the improvements I'm talking about. It used to come from back, comes up, and then it gets defended. Now we're creating chances, guys. We're playing ball. I'm just not impressed with this boy, Mart. Sometimes his decisions are high, man. He's not clinical, that boy, man. The other game was shooting. Magatola was shooter. Today, he can't even play a clear through ball. Mart, man, no, he must evaluate himself.
All right, Khabu. I want to challenge you on what you just said, that we cannot blame Atazwane. Instead, we should be blaming those players because they are the ones not taking the chances. But again, who's the head coach? It's Atazwanagir. He has a full squad that he preferred. The transfer window came in. He never wanted to sign anyone, Ankir, because he was happy with the players. So now you get the same player who does not deliver game in and game out. And you, as the head coach, you still bring in that player. What does it say about you? Because you promised us, Uguti, under your wing, youngsters are going to be given a chance. We're not seeing that. It seems like he doesn't have plan B. So you get a player who missed chances day in day out, but they still come and play with the hope that one day he will score. Balegi. I think in that way. So Thomas, letting ngibuzisa uLokhuzana now put Kenzo. I mean, I might be wrong, but it still boils down to the head coach because you've got your players that you preferred. They don't deliver, but you don't make any changes. What does it say about you as a coach? Yeah, Kenzo.
You see, exactly what you are saying here. I heard last time from Dr. Kumaro, right? Kakemia squad, you understand? The same thing that Kaizer Chiefs players are doing, like missing goals like that. That's what they do, go squad. You understand? And then he said, this thing that you are doing here, go squad, this is what you are doing also go trainer, go club level. You understand? So he said, these guys, like Kaizer Chiefs players, they need to wake up go club level. Okay? When they're going to squad, right? They must be perfect. They are not gonna do what is happening now. It is just the same level that is happening. You understand? Squadding. So Ukaboyena is sticking on saying that Zwane. For me, guys, I'm gonna say once again, Zwane at the moment, of course, there's improvement as they are saying for 4 games. All right, winning 4 games in a row. Okay, but
it's actually not even 4th game. It was gonna be their 4th win today if they did. It's only 3
it was gonna be their 4th win today. All right, the morality is high at the moment. This was the game to win. Actually, to that morality, you understand, to be more higher. You know what I mean? More higher. Now they are losing motto now. You cannot, I mean, from 0 to 0. This is what is happening. You're gonna see the next game. They're gonna lose again. It must not be from 0 to 0. This is what is happening. They were supposed to push this one and say, no, right? We won 3 games. We need this one to be our 4th one. Chiefs is a big team. This is what was supposed to happen, my brother. Honestly.
Yeah.
Peace. And thanks so much for your chat. I'm just
all right.
fed up with this Chiefs team. Peace.
all right, Kenzo. And then Thomas, Kenzo just brought up a very, 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 very serious Lokhuzana now. Talking about the performance of some of the players who have been called Bafana. We saw Lokhuzana Otupris. He was given a chance by Lokhuzana, Hugo Pros. Squad. Apparently, there was this player who got injured, and then he called Lokhuzana to praise. I think it was more than twice where he missed clear-cut chances. And Upros said it clearly, good, I will never call this guy again. And that's what the coach does. You don't nest a player ukuthi uphenge ukuthi hayi usazoba right, usafuna nje isikhathi, usazokora. So why can't Uzwane rotate players if they don't deliver? Because they are players. Bakhona abantwana abulukhuzana abududuza ishabalala. They are eager to play. Why don't you throw them in a deep end and see what they can bring on the team? Thomas?
Yeah, it's really disappointing from the coach. If you at one point you told us that you believe in the youth and you believe in giving the youth an opportunity, and when it's time for you to do exactly that, practice what you preach, the next thing you know, there's the you are making suspicious decisions where everyone who's watching the game is thinking, why don't you bring in the likes of Unkosin Pilengo? And you don't. How can so many people be singing one song and you don't even uh, recognize what they are saying or whatever? Like, which game are you watching, and which agenda are you pushing? Are you all talk and when it's time for you to actually do what you say you would do, but you don't deliver yourself as a coach. You don't do that, and we expect the players to bury those clear cut chances. I doubt.
Yeah.
This is what was
Thomas.
supposed to happen.
Let's go back to our
Honestly.
comments. Lokuzana, Viwe says,
Please,
if
thanks
we
so much.
talk about improvement, look at Chippa United. In such a short time, you can see small improvement.
Exactly.
So when I think, how long do you take to build a team? I mean, you've been building for the past 7 years. You are builder. Yo, nakaini mention or nakaini kunini bara ni builder batu. Hi.
But that's one he can't be telling us that he is building. He's been at Kaiser Chiefs. He knows exactly what needs to happen. As the fans of Kaiser Chiefs, we keep saying the same thing over and over again. We don't have playmakers in the middle field. You are not providing the team with sufficient players who are consistent in giving us ball possession, making us play, creating chances. You are not presenting us with those type of players. Who are you giving us? Who are you giving us? Those are not attacking middle fielders. They are defensive, and you want us to win, and you want us to dominate matches. I mean, if we are afraid of Chippa United, what are we saying as Kaiser Chiefs? We can't be saying we are a big team. If we are afraid of Chippa United, for Chippa United to hurt us like this, it's an embarrassment. Hence, I say we gave the game away.
Yeah, and then Khabo, I'm glad you are back. Michael Hlatshwayo says Zwane won't give other players a chance because he does not have confidence in them. He will only use them when he is forced to. What do you say about that? Khabo. Khabo is still there.
Yeah, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Hey guys, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can, bro.
We can hear you, Khabo.
Network.
Yeah, I think Ulima's is network.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's really windy. So it's a problem in network. It doesn't hurt you, Mau 765, I guess.
I think we must just
Khabo, can you maybe try to log out and log in again? Maybe Izo better. Because there's really a delay. All right. Sisamele Khabo. Michael says Kenzo at spot on Kenzo. Pirates and Chiefs players do that. Then they get angry when Sundowns players are chosen in the SAT, and yet they play their hearts out. So bona bajabulela nje ukuba ukuthi bakholwe out ku squad but they don't deliver. They don't deliver. Bese beba nomona ke nase basebe kunikezwa iSundowns ichance. And I mean really guys, hey mina angazi ukuthi, but my problem is with Atazwane ne. He doesn't seem to have a plan B. Once he was focused ukuthi okay namhlanje I wanna play like this. Whether that plan is not working, he will never want to change. He doesn't want to consult. Have you ever seen even Klapema camera bamveza a consultant from Delon Shepard as his assistant coach? Okay, look, let's do this, let's do that, let's try this out. He's always angry like who Kenzo Ash. So I really don't know. Let's try and bring back who Khabo.
Yeah, no, I'm back, guys. I'm back.
Yeah, ngisho ukuthi i-network le impela ikwenze se-Chiefs. Yakubhayizisa njenge-Chiefs. Ayishiyamshaya ngempela yo.
Hey guys, can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can. Phela na ungavuli izinto eziningi isikhathi esi-1 la or uyishela nabo bani lapha endlini i-Wi-Fi. Abanye babukela i-YouTube ngapha babheke ngapha nangapha izokustrugglisha vele.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's better now.
Yeah, I see. But I think now it's stable now.
Yeah.
Guys, I think we must, as I was saying, we must identify our key problems at Chiefs and how, if we were Zwane, we are going to address them. And I've identified three problems. Number one is finishing. We're having a problem with finishing. Number two, I think there's an element of improvement we also need in the middle field. I mean, Thomas was saying that we are playing with defensive midfielders. We need a bit of attacking there. Hence, he was mentioning Kosimpili. Now I'm going to the defense. Coordination and second balls. May now have my reservations with Ngezana. People hate Ngezana. There is an element I love about Ngezana. Ngezana is rough. Ngezana is hlanya. He goes for the ball. He might not be technically good in terms of being calm and playing the ball. That's why we need a coach to say, no, you see this game, you're going to need Ngezana. You see this game, you're going to need Unkwinik. As for Dove, I mean, I'm not faulting him anywhere. Dove is playing very well. But I think with regards to Ngezana and Nkwinika is not tough, guys. Nkwinika is a technical player. He can play the ball, he can pass the ball, but it's not a riff-raff. There are matches where we need a riff-raff. Abu Mahamudza, Roy Mahamudza. People who don't think, who are going to mark you, tackle you, and embarrass you. And there are matches where you're going to need, when you play Sundowns, you need someone who's going to attrape a ball, a pass ball, clinical players, right? And I think we need Kuna. Kuna is important. I mean, I've seen Kuna is important. Although he's not fit, he's not 100%, but that guy must just stay in the post, guys. If we fix there and bring back that small boy, Solomons, I mean, look, guys, what did Solomons do? Why have we went back to this guy, Rin Fosler? That for me, if we can fix the defense, there will be a better performance from defense. Now maybe Thomas can say something about the middle field, and we go to attack.
You know what, Khabo, from your analysis, what I'm picking up, I think you've got the same mentality as Ubaba Kuzwane. I'm sorry to say that. Like, you've got that defensive mentality, of which at the moment, I wouldn't say there is much something needed to be sorted in a defensive Chiefs. The reason why Chiefs is being exposed at the back is because Chiefs are not attacking enough. Like in the middle field, Chiefs is not controlling the middle field. And they always say the best way of defending is attacking. So immediately, if the Chiefs is not going against that team, like they don't put much pressure to the team, it goes back to Guti. That team will punish the Chiefs. We understand. It puts much pressure to our defenders. We understand. So why don't you actually fix where the problem is? Because all these games we've been complaining about the middle field. We've complained about Ustebi. Luckily, Wachukum rested for these past few games, and the Chiefs were much better. Today, he brings him back. He brings him back. For what? I don't know. Like today,
okay, if it was you, who are you going to play in the middle field? If it was you.
Me, if I was the coach of the Chiefs, I would give the youngsters a chance. You've got Uplom, yes, he's gelling well, good at defensive midfield. You blend him with Samgelo, Samgelo Zwan. You understand? Like Badla, this twin six. You bring in the attacking midfielder like Ungobo. Yazi kumnandi kanjani ukuthi at least uthiwa udliwa ngentwana, because at least you know ukuthi you are building on something. Give these youngsters a chance. Because you promised us ukuthi these past coaches, they never gave Intwana a chance, and you're still doing the same thing. You understand? You still rely on the tried and tested players who are not delivering. Because now,
sorry to enter there. Maybe Thomas can maybe help me on this one. You can't put youngsters. You need a bit of experience. You can copy Sundowns, for example. Jali should always be there. You can have Abamayema who are young, you understand, and have these other players, but you need an experienced player somewhere in the field. And this was Bruce, the coach, South African coach. This was his point. He said, no, bring the young one. And basically, we were like nobody else. But the moment he brought the experience from Zwane, then we started seeing something. I agree with you. We need to include the young ones, but we must not completely eliminate experience. We still need a bit of experience. Now I want to ask another question. Kanti, this guy, I think I've seen Mart. I think I've seen Sitebe, and I have my own reservations about them. Is it not the time where we give this guy, Sparkeman, this guy, Nange, a chance? I mean, is Unange? Because what we need here, we don't need individual brilliance. We don't need the individual brilliance of Ngobo. We don't need the individual brilliance of that young man Zwane, but we need combination. If you combine with this one and this one, they give you better middle field. So why not Azamenyana to bring in Ngobo and maybe Afaganyana Nangi? I think we've seen Esteve. Esteve is an old man. Esteve is.
All right. Before I bring in Thomas, Thomas also agree. You are saying that we need experience. We can't be playing the youngsters. The team that we played against today, how many experienced players does Chippa United have in that middle field? Not so much.
Yeah,
most of them are youngsters. You understand? So when is the right time to introduce the youngsters? Youngsters until
yeah, but Chippa, Chippa was not technical, guys. Let's be honest.
But they punished you guys. But they punished you.
On the mistakes of our defense. We couldn't defend
because you build. Because the thing is now, when he took over, he said he wanted to clean the Chiefs. He released all these old crocs. You understand? With the hope the youngsters. But now it's back to square one. Thomas,
Mina, from where I'm sitting, I don't know what experience you are talking about when you talk about. And unfortunately, kuzoba ngathi I'm singling him out, yabo. Usithebe, you know. Maybe he's giving him a chance in a manner of, okay, let me give you so much number of games and see where you get, and then second half of the season, maybe sekazoqala ngoNkosi Mphile, something of that sort, you know. So okwamanje, not even including uNkosi Mphile, like maybe masikusele 80 minutes or so, it's really problematic, you know, like when exactly is that going to happen? Because everyone is asking themselves the same question. Okwamanje uStebu uyaziphuza yena himself. He's been given an opportunity and is failing gracefully so, on his own, without any interference from anyone. So it's up to him to prove himself that his guys achieves material or not, you know. So the way he's playing currently, it's not, it doesn't look good for him. He doesn't have anything positive going for him currently right now. Game in, game out.
Yeah. Here's an interesting question from Michael saying that a question to you all you guys. Do you think the reason why Zwane does not play the younger players like he promised is that there are higher powers like Bobu who are dictating who Zwane must put in? Is it possible?
I think that we at Chiefs, we have a problem of management interference. I might be wrong. I might be correct. I mean, you see Bobby. I mean, Bobby is a problem, guys. But let us not dwell on the fact that Bobby is interfering. But a season is going ahead. Do we need more attacking force? Do we need, because January, the signing window is coming in January. Do we need more attacking force? Because the only person I see who's more dangerous or who we have put our faith in is that Caleb guy. If Caleb gets injured, we're going to have a problem, guys. So maybe we need another number 9 as a standby, or someone who's going to compete with Caleb in January window. And again, I think we must fix our middle field. Let's try some other combinations. Let's try, and you're right, as Tebe guys know. And even myself, I'm not also convinced with Yusuf Mart. Let's try other combinations, guys. Leave Blom. Guys, Blom is coming. Leave Blom. Try some combinations there in the middle field. Nange, maybe play him with Mato, I don't know. Or with Yusuf Mart. Take out Nange, put in Nkosi Mphile. Play until we get that nice combination. And I think our defense is not that bad. I think we've got something building at the back, but we can't be building forever. I mean, it's October, guys.
Hayi mina sengikhathele ukuba i-Builders FC hayi khathele ngempela nje afuna
We are conceding every game. We've been conceding consistently every game. Why?
But you're not scoring.
Consistently. You are very consistent in conceding, but you are not consistent in hitting the target and putting the ball in behind the net. You're not consistent when it comes to you moving forward. You're not convincing. You're not biting. Even the opponents can see, whose guys are Chiefs. They're not scared of you. They're not afraid of you because they know your middle field is weak. It can be dominated by any team. And any team that plays against Kaizer Chiefs, they always dominate the middle field and squeeze Kaizer Chiefs, you know. And how many players do you have there in the middle field, your defensive midfielders? And they don't show up every time. They get dominated every time. What are they doing in terms of giving us anything moving forward? Like these guys are not giving us anything. Consistently not providing us with chances, consistently just being there. They're just adding numbers. If you are being dominated by every lower ranked team in the league, but the only time you want to show up is when you are playing Pirates and Sundowns. Come here, man.
And literally speaking, guys, yes, gone are those days where you know when Chiefs play, you have that confidence. So good, you know what? Today we're gonna win it. Look at Middendorp, for example. Even though Middendorp was playing that airplane football, but each and every fan would be confident to today we're going with it. Manje, you can't say ukuthi Chiefs mayidlala ukuthi ube strong empela ukuthi today siyabatrap. It's not there. But Uchabo is talking about improvement. Hey, asas.
Remember one thing about Middendorp. Middendorp had Katsande, a riffraff. Middendorp had a top-notch Mato. That was the
Mato is still there.
Yeah, but I guess
Mato is still there. You're not using him. He's still there.
What I'm saying is a bit old now. He's no longer clinical. But I'm talking about the era of Middendorp. You had Katsande that ate anything that came near him. And now we're talking about being penetrated the middle. Do we have that person who say, if danger is coming, you send him, say, Katsande, chop him out? I mean, you need Katsande, you need Casemiro, you need Rodri at Man City, you need anchors. Someone who, when danger is coming, you say, aye, Manje, I'm sending Rodri.
Here's a question from who cares. Where are they?
Where are they?
We don't have a riffraff at Chiefs.
Why don't we?
Yes. Who is responsible for getting such players? Who is in command of getting such players?
It's the coach and the technical team.
Thank you.
So then,
who
can he play?
Kuyafana ne. Manje wena mongathatha umfazi waseLesotho wamuyisa lapha eDuva. Wamfundisa ukupheka epapa for the whole 2 years. What lo uzopheka still akapheke. Kanti wena laba basepulukwa nawo babone na.
Exactly.
You understand? So they keep on building. They say, no, we are building. Building what, my man? They cannot build a team for the 3 years. Basa builder, 3 years Basa builder. Abu Kasande, where are they? They knew that these ones, they're old, they're gone. We must replace with people like those ones. Where are they? That is the problem. Thank you so much. You said about Kasande yourself. Where are they? We need them back. We need someone that can be like Kasande.
And talking about Katsande, sorry, Nahab, talking about Katsande, do you remember Uti before we had Katsande, we had who Unengo Mash? Are you aware that Unengo Mash is the one who recommended Ukatsande to Chiefs?
Katsande. Thank you so much.
That? Because he knew Uguti, he is the only person who can replace him at Chiefs. That time he was playing for a Cape Town seat. I think it was still called IX Cape Town back then.
Yes.
You understand? When he retired from Good Chiefs, when he was released, he said, you know what? I can bring in a guy who can actually close that gap. He brought in Ukatsande. You understand? So why don't you carry on doing like that? Okay, now Katsande is gone. Why don't we find a replacement for Katsande?
Yeah, and I think, guys, we're going in the right direction. If you look at all of these teams that are playing well, you need a riffraff. You need some guy who doesn't have brains, who's going to chop everything. At Sundowns, it's Bargaman, this guy, Jali. Jali will chop you out. And then that is the element that we have missed this season. We don't have a riffraff. You understand? So we then need to fish out for someone who's going to do the job. But in the meantime, I don't think Ublom is doing a bad job. Blom is like our who's that guy at Barcelona who's playing number 6? Bargemau.
Now you are going to a wrong team. Now that one is also nonsense. Right
no,
now,
I mean from the back. Busquets.
No, we understand you. Yeah, no, we understand you. But the point is, you have mentioned yourself that they need to scout. All right. So who's supposed to do that? Arthur Zwane. You understand? He's the person who's supposed to stick and say, guys, I'm failing here. You understand? I need a reshuffle. Himself, Arthur Zwane. That's why we are saying Arthur Zwane is failing. You understand? He's not failing to coach. He's failing to take right decisions for the team. That is killing us.
Yeah, and you know what? You'll be surprised, Uguti. He doesn't even need to fish outside. Uguti already has a player of that caliber in that youngster, Samgelo Zwane. Have you seen Samgelo Zwane play? The last 3-5 minutes he came in. Have you seen that boy? Why don't you throw him in a deep end? Why don't you throw him in a deep end? At least one full 90 minutes and see Uguti, can he bring in some change? You still want to stick the same plan that doesn't work.
Perfect.
I think we do have defensive midfielders. I mean, what is Alexander Cole? Is he not a defensive midfielder?
I mean, I'm not convinced.
These are the guys that we brought and said are going to be our riffraffs. Alexander Cole.
That's why he was brought in by Stuart Baxter.
Yeah.
But now, as I was saying, guys, I think Blom is not doing much of a bad job. He's our Busquets there. But the problem is Blom is not aggressive. And when you don't have an aggressive number 6, your defense is going to suffer. That's the problem. I think we need another barking. We need another option of a riffraff that we can play, because of as much as you must have a substitute for any position. Blom must have a substitution. Yusuf Marta must have a substitution. All of those guys mustn't play as if like is their family. I liked what Zwane did with Dolly. Look at these previous two matches. Dolly was benched. That guy came and like, he scored. So sometimes these players must be benched. Even this young man, Schotter, sometimes he plays like he doesn't have a mind. So sometimes next game he must sit down. We start with a billiard. Come as a sub.
Okay, Cabo. Mamela, why Kaizer Chiefs, okay, they don't listen to the supporters? Why they don't listen to the supporters? Why they only want to listen to themselves? Because we can see the game, we can tell them, you understand? Guys, here is the problem, here is the problem. You must remember, spectaculars, they are good and better than also sometimes a coach. They don't listen to supporters. They say, no, you are just going to watch the game and favor us. Sundowns listens to the fans. That's why you see the team looks very healthy right now. You're going to see, like, for example, the game that is going to come. You see this young lady that scored 3 goals. You're going to see they will start giving him chance because of the supporters. But Chiefs, my men, they undermine supporters. Why?
It's a family business.
Wait about the family business. Guys,
what is the use of us? What is the use of us? to support them. Just Jay, we are supporting Kaizer Chiefs. We must give our views. They don't take them. How many times have myself, guys? I'll be telling myself. I've been writing to Kaizer Chiefs several times, bruh. I look like Jogo. I mean, who cannot take any decision? Guys, no.
Thomas.
Before Thomas comes in, I want to address something. I think Chiefs is listening to the supporters, guys. The supporters called for Itumeleng Khune. Things changed. We had wins and a couple of draws. We brought in Itumeleng Khune. Unfortunately, he's been injured and he's still nursing the injury and he's gonna come back. Mara, I don't want us the supporters to confuse Zwane and the team. You can't come in and make 3 changes because you must see the effect of your change, right? We brought in Khune, we saw a bit of improvement. Now we must move to a different department. Who do you want to bring in? You can't change 2, you can't change 3. I really want to see where the rot is. Who must we bring in now? 1 or 2 players. Let's see the effect. I bring 3 and we say, team is not combining. Because of the whole team can't be malfunctioning. You understand? Bring in maybe 1 player and say, oh, no. It means that was not the problem. Bring a different player. So as the supporters, what are we saying now? Whom do you want to see and where and why?
Thomas.
I'm not convinced. I don't think Kaizer Chiefs is the type of team that listens to supporters. So, unfortunately, with management, there's a way that players are being managed, and depending on their contracts, there are certain things that are there that are binding. So, unfortunately, for quite some time, we are going to suffer in terms of us trying to want these new young players to come in and showcase what they have. But unfortunately, the behind the scenes don't allow that. There are things that are happening behind the scenes, and there are certain players who sign playing contracts. There are players who sign different contracts. So the way they are being brought into the team, it won't be the same, for everyone. So unfortunately, the team suffers because of such. Unfortunately, so we are all dependent on the current starting 11 to provide us with good games. We are always singing the same tune. We've been singing it since the beginning of the season, since previous season. We are not dominating the middle field. It is not by fluke that Orlando Pirates decided to get the services of Undlondo. He gives them something. Here and there, you see them looking dangerous. Whenever that boy has the ball, they look like they are about to do something. You are also convinced as you are watching that something can happen here. But with Kaizer Chiefs, we didn't make those moves. We didn't get, once again, I'm going to repeat, we didn't find Sundowns.
Ozung, yeah.
From Supersport as well. The boy from Supersport.
Mbule.
So it started with Mbule. We couldn't get him, and he was going to make that difference, I believe, in that middle field compared to the current flock of players that Kaizer Chiefs has. He's better off. than the current players we have for Kaizer Chiefs. And then we have Uzungu once again, a a middle fielder that is convincing on the ball. He's comfortable. His passes, his first touches, he gives you beautiful football. We don't have that type of player in Kaizer Chiefs.
Yeah.
You've got average players whom you are asking yourself, how did this player end up at Kaizer Chiefs and he's in the middle field position and he's not doing anything convincingly.
Yeah.
You know, he's really an average player. There's a lot of average players who are not threatening the opponents. And for a team like Kaizer Chiefs, not to have a player like that, who are we going to call Jabupule currently right now?
Yes,
Kaizer
yes,
Chiefs.
yes. Yeah.
No, you
And
blow
then
us.
Thomas says,
Thomas,
and then
you
Thomas
just blow
says,
us.
just
You mentioned Jabupule, you just blow us our head now. Eh?
you know what, you just mentioned something which is very critical, Lapana Chiefs, the interference behind the scenes. Because we must not forget, guys, ukuthi ever since uLokuzana Kaizer Junior took over, he's the one who actually went through with the squad overhaul. In other words, actually released all the players who were signed by Abo Stuart Baxter or Kevin Hunt. I mean, Kevin Hunt unfortunately didn't sign any player, but those old players with the hope that he is rebuilding the squad. And then he hoped to Atazwana is the right man to bring the changes. So the problem is now, once umuntu wafuna take over, we need to stick to his changes, no matter if the changes are not working. That's the thing. Because manje uKaizer Junior, we have to see ukuthi iplan yakhe, like interference yakhe is working. I mean, you can see ukuthi the players they got, like you just mentioned, it's just average players. But because he's the one who brought in the changes, we need to make sure those players are ticking. And they are not. You understand? Abositebe, they don't bring anything. But because he was brought in by Kaizer Junior, we need to make sure they are playing. You understand? So how is that going to help us as a team going forward? I mean,
Who is doing
I really
scouting for
liked.
Kaizer Chiefs?
That's the thing. We don't know who's doing the scouting. Why don't you use the ex players like Abu A school? Say, I mean, back on around. Why don't you get players like that to scout for Chiefs? You understand? I used to like Mshin Etukrel back in the era because that coach, if he played AI lead even 20 minutes on the game, he makes changes. You understand? If it's not working, he makes changes immediately.
Exactly.
Change, and it worked for him. So Lana, we still need to wait, give them a chance. I mean, I just get
So
bored.
it's still the same old Kaizer Chiefs. If you think back, previous season, we had a situation whereby Bernard Parker needed to be starting the game from the bench, coming in second half. So therefore, you needed a player that was going to be there and play a 70 to 80 minutes, and then you will bring in the likes of Bernard Parker later on in the game. As old as Bernard Parker was, Bernard Parker was still starting games, and it was a shocker. You know, you would finish matches, you play the whole 90 minutes, and you ask yourself, how? And like, these guys don't even see that this is a problem. This guy is not giving us anything anymore. His time is done. Who are you actually replacing him with? If you are not removing him when it comes to 60 minutes, 70, and he plays a full 90, that means you don't have a replacement for him. You are playing an old player who's already, he's got so many disadvantages, and you should be having a player on the bench who's supposed to be replacing him. and that player should be starting the game. Bernard Parker was supposed to give that young boy, whoever he is, a chance. It was time for Bernard Parker to leave, and you don't give a player like that a full 90 minutes. This is in your green, a foot young is your player. Come on, you phase them out, and by introducing young players, someone who's going to replace him in that position. But you did not do that. You were playing him for 90 minutes. So what are they doing now? We've got the likes of Ustebe. We don't know who did scouting for that. We don't know who recommended that player to be there. And that player is failing dismally. He's not giving us anything. I'm sad. There was a time when Kaizer Chiefs had that boy from Amazulu, Buchanan. Kaizer Chiefs gave Buchanan number 10. How embarrassing is that? How embarrassing was that? Like, we didn't see anything. That boy didn't do anything. And the previous boy, Lentuzan, who was also there, Mr. Champagne Pass.
Champagne Chiswa futhi ngoba niyasayina nani hayi niyasayina makhosi.
But he didn't hit the target. He didn't score a goal. He didn't give us anything. We didn't see anything. Those champagne passes, we didn't see. What were they doing? We didn't see them. These players have been failing in one position. This is one position we are talking about. We're not talking about a striker or there's something. No. One position. That attacking midfield. It's been haunting Kaizer Chiefs ever since Yeye Lutsulunyani left that position. Ever since they've been unable to replace that guy. I'm gonna say it again. That guy had plus minus 5 attributes. Ufakus Tebe. What can his Tebe give you? Yeye had 5 attributes to his game. That's what he was giving Kaizer Chiefs. Moving forward, the passes, the marking. He was on target consistently. He was scoring goals. Uyeye Lutulinya. These midfielders, ever since he left, that you replaced him with, what have they done? Who do we know that we can say, this attacking midfielder used to score goals like Uyeye Lutulinya? No one. No one. Ever since you did that, and that was a unfair at the same time decision from it looked like there's interference from the management, the way they let him go. They didn't have a replacement for him, so their decision was emotional. We don't know what happened behind the scenes, but before you let go of that type of a player, you need to bring in a player that's going to replace him, and like for like, you can't have someone that is leaving, you are letting go, that has 5 attributes, and then you bring in someone who only has 1 attribute.
Now lesingayiboni ukuthi yini.
We don't even see. You see, he's an average player. He's just there. He receives the ball, he passes, and that's it. He's average. Anyone can do that, clearly.
So, Khabo, mina iwari yami iwani Khabo ne ukuthi i-Chiefs seems to be predictable. Uzwane in fact seems to be predictable because we already know he's starting 11 sakhe and it doesn't change. So Leon is hurt going forward.
It is going to hurt us, and I agree with Thomas. And this is the same blunder that Pirates have done as well. I mean, Pirates, after losing Abu Manyisa and Teko Modise, who has been there taking midfielders, that was saying hello. And it has been a big problem for the big Pirates and Chiefs, which are the big teams in SA. We're losing big players. We don't have their replacement. We lost Katsande, we don't have the replacement. We lost Luslonyan, we didn't have the replacement. And Thomas is spot on there. When you lose a player, you must have a replacement. Or what they do, these guys, if you looked at Bayern Munich, when they released Diego Alcantara, they made sure that they had that Bargaman, that guy was playing right back. Who's playing number 6 now? I can't remember his name. But you must have someone that you know is going to be effective in that position. Defensively, in the middle field, and attacking wise, we don't have a plan at the moment. Unfortunately, we don't have a plan. Pirates as well is still struggling to find that. He's drawing game in, game out. You need in the middle field, you need a Katsande riffraff. You need people who don't have brains, and you need a star. You must have a player who's a star that you know when he touches the ball, everything is beautiful. Those Manyesa touches, those Lithuanian passes, you need that. And we don't have it at the moment. But we don't want to be people who are howling and making noise and with no solution. Guys, this is the team that we have now. What do we do going forward? Come January, these guys might not sign another place. I'm telling you. They might not sign.
I don't see them signing that.
They might not sign these guys. They might not sign any star that we need in the middle field for those nice passes. They might not sign another finisher that we're going to have as a standby for this Caleb. Yeah? But
we need someone who will complement Ngobo. Someone who will complement Ngobo, let Ngobo play.
I'm sorry, Thomas. Ngobo will never play as long as we don't have a Katsandi. Because of Ngobo and Blom are both soft. If you play them together in the middle field, who's going to be your destroyer? We'll be in trouble. Because as much as you attack, you must come back and help the defense. So if you have Blom and Ngobo, we'll have that nice fluidity going forward. But when they attack us, it's another problem that we must solve.
Yeah, like you said, remember we used to have Katsande, it was Simpiwe Shabalala, it was Yeye Lutsulinyan.
Exactly.
That was our three. That was our three. Who's our current three in the middle right now? He's sitting on the bench because in Pilengo. He's sitting on the bench.
Hi guys, I think let's just call it a night. Chiefs yalapisa man. Ungakhuluma ngayo kuze kuse and yet you don't see any changes.
So,
kuyafana nje yazi.
Yeah, we'll see on Wednesday. Sizobona Wednesday ukuthi kanjani.
Ngiyabhoreka nje futhi nokuyi-live streamer lo game because le miswahla le hayi kodwa phela-ke sothi it's for the people out there emakhaya who would like to see the match. So we will bring you that match on Wednesday. And thank you so much guys for your inputs. I really do appreciate it. And nabantu basemakhaya basibukele sibonga kakhulu. We are not experts, we just concerned fans to the family business. You understand? So nje our views ngawathatheli koptu. Siyabalandeli nje abasithandela ibhola abazosikhulumela nje ngendlela abasikhulumela ngayo. You understand? So ningasithathi serious. Nanoma sikhuluma zona izinto eziserious kodwa kwesinye isikhathi nani niyazibonela emakhaya. Niyazibonela ngempela. So guys, I think let's call it a night. Mhlambe if you've got some few words before we close. Oh, nangu Pinky. How Pinky wangena sesifuna ukuhamba kusabeke ngizwe uPinky ukuthi uthi.
Alright, sure, smash.
Thank you, Thomas. Pinky. Shy network ku Pinky. Silent the slow so.
Hi, we must hear Pinky, man.
Aya leya luPinky ungena ngazi mhlawumbe ushaye network. And I she's from Cape Town. Oh, now. How's welcome? I am double in network.
Yeah.
Pinky.
We'll catch you on Wednesday.
Yeah.
All right,
Maybe
thanks,
you guys
Mesh.
want to like your last words, your closing words before
Nothing
we
much
go.
except for thanks for showing us the game, and yeah, we'll see on Wednesday, hopefully. But yet again, it's a small team that we are faced with, and Kaiser Chiefs currently are against small teams. Hey, so yeah. But then good luck to the guys, and thanks, sharp, gents.
Yeah, and we can safely say you guys are out of MTN because mansahlula ukuskora ku-Chippa nizowenza namazulu nkosi yami.
Kunama-penalty, we'll sort that out.
Njani, because you guys need to score. Phela remember the first leg was 1-1 ne. So amazulu has an away goal advantage. And you are going to be playing our away. So if you don't score there, it ends by 0-0. Amazulu are
It will
through.
be another 1-1. Don't worry. We'll find a goal somehow.
One, a penalty.
Yeah, especially. Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Thomas Khabo.
Yeah, thanks, Mesh, for the live stream, my brother. I'm just hoping that they return Kuhn and Solomons, and then Oshota, Oshota or the other guy, Dupreez can decide, guys. Dupreez, and that guy doesn't have a decision. Maybe he must start in the bench and they put Billiard. But we'll see on Wednesday how they go. But thanks for the live stream, my brother.
Nangu, before ubaleka nangu viwe la uthi, did you notice that half time when Shepard tried to assist his one inside the 10, but he went back to the field and left Shepard lost inside the 10? Understanding, is that kind of relationship working? So like he was not taking any advice from Gulo Kuzan, Shepard.
Udilen.
It's not the first time, I remember, I don't know which game was it. Some fans brought it up, man. Attitude when it comes to Shepard, they don't seem to be working out. Like Uzwane is not interacting with Dylan Shepard. Like he's kwakhe. I don't know if you guys noticed that.
No, I didn't. But you don't need those type of attitudes. I mean, you won't succeed. You won't succeed. You need the inputs from other people because as you are watching a game, I'm seeing something, and you must be a listener. You don't need that.
Yeah.
If I didn't notice it, but if that's what's happening, why in for a long run as Chiefs?
Yeah, because now Michael Thatcher, we are at yesterday. He said I saw that video. It was very disappointing. So is he like he's big-headed? Like he doesn't take any advice from the assistant coach Jack? If it's really the case, then which means these rumors that were said by Abu Stuart Baxter, Gucci Zwane was the one behind the sabotage of these previous coaches, which means I mean, you are the one who chose, not actually that he chose Dylan Shepard. Obviously, they've been working together as assistant coach to the head coach. So when they took over, they're supposed to be working together. They've been with the team, who understand. Because like you just said now, he might be seeing something that you don't see.
Exactly.
So
and then if you check all these other coaches who are successful, you always have someone who's sitting next to you. You can't do this all alone. Exactly. And you can't be wanting to take the glory all alone. Then you are a very bad leader. You can't lead Chiefs like that.
Yeah, and that reminds me of if you saw a game yesterday, Pirates the Amazon post-match interview when they asked to foreclose Auguti, we've been seeing you consulting more on your assistant coach. I don't know who's that assistant coach. One thing that he said, you know what, this guy has been with the team before I came in, so he knows the team much better. And besides, we are working together. So if I don't take advice from him, then what's the point of me working with him? You understand? So you need to work with somebody who's sitting next to you. That's why I was asking, i-technical director and the technical team umsebenzi wabo yini? Because I mean, we've been seeing approach A1, Gatazwan. It's the same old approach. There's no difference.
I think if you lose a game against Galaxy and then the Pirates is shy as well, we're going to be in a very deep hole. And then we're going to hear now the talks of he must go.
And to be honest, the talks have already been there. Yeah. Personally, yes, we won these last 3 matches, but I was not convinced. At no point was I convinced that at least now Zwane is actually trying to get it right or what. Because I mean, those are, I can say Lama wins, we won by fluke. If I may put it clear, it's not a good thing. Ngempela we sidlale ngendlela ukuthi swing, we understand. So pressure is gonna be mounting on him. It's gonna be mounting.
Yeah, the truth is we didn't win 100%, and that's
convincingly, to be honest. Yeah.
We're just being positive because we're number 4 on the log. We're just being positive, but we even found our clear cut combinations, clear cut, first 11. Because at some point as a team, you must have that best 11 that we know. When we have Katande, when we have when we have Shawalala, when you have whoever on the side, when you have whoever, we're going to move them. And we're not there yet, to be honest.
And I don't think we're gonna get there. I really don't think we're gonna get there.
I will see.
Sometimes I just wish some of like Bokeza Mtaunga that mentality yaka Chippa Pengis. Yeah, it's under sometimes attitude yaka Chippa Pengis. If it doesn't work, don't keep it.
Yeah, I think that that attitude is very spot on, except except situations of Abu Pizzo Musiman. I mean, Pizzo used to get it very wrong. Pizzo at Supersport used to get it very wrong, and then they gave him time. And the only different thing is they gave him time and they gave him power to say, okay, whoever you want, get. Let's see what we can do. And then he went to Sundowns, the same thing happened. He get it wrong. And then they say, what do you want? I say, give me the signing power and give me my space. They did that and he started winning. So you don't know at Chiefs, is it Zwane is very, 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 this guy can't get it right? Or the interference coming will say, no, play this one. No, I don't fuck up this one. Because one thing that I know, Zwane loves Nkosi Mpili. Why is not playing? You understand? Zwane is a lover of these young players. What are they not playing? Is it external forces from top there? We don't know.
Mina but leyo ke ngayiphikisa bona uZwane ukuthi mhlambe ukuthi angadlala ama young players is because of the internal forces. I think uyena ukuthi in such a way ukuthi uyayifila ipressure ukuthi now he needs to prove i-appointment yakhe ukuthi he is the right man for the job, you understand? So like he doesn't want to risk it ukuthi introduce these young players because in pushayo he's pushing for my results. And there's no point for pushing for my results in a script way. We understand. Like mina ngabona mhlambe 90% of the fan base Kaizer Chiefs can attest to this. If the Chiefs were struggling with the young players, it would be much better. And even the fans would really be patient with the Chiefs. You understand? So they brought in players from wherever they got them from, with the hope that these are the players who are going to actually take us there. But you don't seem to be getting there. Understand? So say, yeah. Say, mhlambe uyasha or experience ya counter phela nayo. Uzofunda ngathi ubaba lo.
Yeah, it's not really top level. It's just come from the Chiefs development structures. I mean, it's not top notch, to be honest. And it's hitting us.
To be honest, he was actually thrown in the deep end. Logo nje singakubalekile. Yeah, because I mean, even no Pizzo once asked that question, which yes, there's no problem in giving the young coaches a chance, but is he ready? Because it depends on which is he ready now? You understand? Because I mean, I can bet my life on it. If you were to bring somebody else, I'll just make it more interesting. Yeah, but if you were to take Ulo Kuzana or Rolani and give him this Kaizer Chiefs squad, hey, you will see flames. You will see flames. Why? Because that guy, he's a very good match analysis. Yabona before as well than a team, he's the one who analyzes the opponent. Okay, these people are strong. Weaknesses are strong. This is the type of football they are playing. So they play according to analysis. Urulan, you understand? Maybe he might be lacking in terms of coach and stuff. That's why they are coaching Nabo Mangwamweti Nabo Lokuzan. You understand? And if he was given a chance to Pirates, because now omunye umuntu lo uthanda ibhola entertaining, fast and pacey football. You understand? Uyalithanda ibhola lamjita loyana. And akasabi ukuthatha ama-risk. That's one thing I like about him. Yeah. So we need the person who's like, even knows one kahle noma angeke sithi simchintshe, but naye akabe bold enough to take his own decisions. If he feels ukuthi I want to play youngsters, play the youngsters. You are the head coach. You have the say. You understand?
Yeah, just for him to have a heart of a lion and say, I'm going to stick with this. Let's see. Because when the season started, we said, okay, Zwane, show us. And I think since the beginning of the season, he has been showing us Sitebe, Yusuf Mart. Sitebe, Yusuf Mart. And to be honest, we are tired with that. It's not working. We've seen some improvement at the back. It used to be a big embarrassment at the back. We're seeing a better coordination with this Dove and Quinica and Ngazan. But now, you are a coach. Present that to something we can work with in the middle. Let us be the one who say, no, man. We wanted Nkosimpili. It's not working. We wanted Swani. It's not working. Not stick with one plan. Game in, game out. Sitebe Yusuf. Sitebe Mart. Ay, man.
Hayi ngazi ukuse lapho la why as the Chiefs zona ziphili. Asibona le Wednesday ke Brian kane.
Yeah, no, let's meet Wednesday and we'll see how it goes. But hey, this guy must not lose. If he loses and then you go to Farking,
yeah, we win and loss. Oh, MTN. I get before the times of MTN.
Yeah. If we lose MTN and then he must just win one of the two. He must win one of the two. Because MT Parking, I see the cup and then as well as the derby. Derbies are breaking rights. We're gonna be so fuming. But if we can with TS Galaxy win the Parking, go to the final on MTN. Even if Farad just shy, we'll say hi, man. At least we're still in the top 4. We're still contending for the cup. I mean, it's something. So he must just make sure, this guy, that we beat Galaxy.
Yabona ngoba usho ngempela if angafika shaya iTX Galaxy alose MTN bese aphinda azoshaya iPirates. Hayi uzopakishelwa yimi straight. Uzopakishelwa yimi impela leNaturena ngizoya straight ngiyompakishela ngithi papa.
He's going to leave.
MDC.
Now he knows that the pressure is building up. He knows it's coming. It's right here. Beat Galaxy, secures a spot in the final. Even if Parazak Shire will forgive you. But we'll
And
see
I
on
don't know
Wednesday.
how true what he has, because I think there were rumors that he was given a mandate to say he needs to win the MTN 8. Actually win it, not go to the finals. He was given a mandate to win it. If he doesn't, then this technical director will take over for the rest of the season. I don't know how true was it, or it was just us fans trying our luck.
No. I don't think that's accurate. I don't think that's accurate. It was just fans. But Tina, from what we're seeing, we stand a chance against Amazulu, to be honest. Even today, we stood a chance against Chippa. It is just those missed chances about Dolly, missed chances about Benimanya. But we're standing a chance. Win TS Galaxy. And TS Galaxy is a problem, guys. Yo, TS Galaxy.
And I thought you look on 10 uye ku Morobo Galaxy u 10 or ubuyele from Royal AM. Did you go back to Morobo Galaxy or ubuyele ku TS Galaxy?
I'm not. But
if
Galaxy is a
you
problem. I'm really praying for Zwane to beat Galaxy, secure the spot in the final. If we do this, even when we go to the derby, we'll go in there confident. Pirates as well is not at top-notch level. We can go there and fight Pirates and even stand a chance of winning. But you need that level of confidence.
I can safely predict we saw it double, which Pirates was shy. Elias Shauban Erasmus.
Yeah, I want Erasmus and Dodone. It's going to be a big problem.
I can bet my life. Singapetcha namanje ngiyikhosi impela kodwa kwisoweto derby. iPirates izosibonisa isipogo. Ngiyakutshela ke, mark my words.
Yeah, now I'm coming back to that point of saying who's the central defender you're going to play? Are you going to play a central defender like Nkwiniga, who's comfortable on the ball, but defensively he's not Sergio Ramos, he's not Pepe? Or are you going to play Ngezana, who takes? Because these are the guys that we have now. We must start thinking about that Ramos, you don't need aerial presence. He's short. You need someone who's going to be comfortable on their feet. Ngezana is aerially gifted. But you need someone like Pants.
I would really like to see Machoho coming back to the defense, you understand? Eric Machoho.
But
still believe in him.
But
I still
not
believe
on
in Machoho.
But Machoho is not technical. Is aerial good. But Lapanzi, I'm playing Kwinika. I'm telling you, man, playing Kwinika for that match at Sundowns, a Pirates. Playing Kwinika who's going to mark. You need that. And then there are teams where they're very reliant on the head. Then you need Ngezana.
Ooh, Mr. Mistakes. Just Lotatazela guys are under pressure.
I want Ngezana and Mato. Ngezana and Mato, they're very good aerially. You need them when you face teams that are good aerially. But today, all the corners.
They don't play that aerial football.
Exactly. So you know, you have
to strong foot. Laba bagijima bona. Middle fielder yakho iyagijima, the strikers bazokujaha.
You need pace, pace, and aggressiveness. But we'll see, man. Let's talk on Wednesday.
All right. Thank you so much, Brian.
No, thanks, man. Thanks very much.
Hola. Kambutse ukubi? Seduva ne?
Yeah, Tasbet.
Ngase Tasbet.
Yeah.
Lapha kaseba truckini lawana.
Shosho, awazi.
Ngiyazi kahle phela iWitbag yeyikasi lami lelo, ngiyazi kahle. Bengihlala khona before. Salokushaya eround nje. Maybe na next weekend ngizobe ngilapho ngizodla ibhiya lapha eVelu Meat.
Manje kuphi?
NgiseJozi.
Oh, Joe's busy hustling there.
Yeah, ngisipana khona vele la eJozi.
I know, number one, Joe. Number one.
All right, bra, ka sharp ne.
Shosho.
Hola. All right. Yo, namhlanje phela 4 hours 30 minutes. That's too much. Sibonga kodwa kini babukeli emakhaya for staying with us. Nisimamela nje sibhudazela njengama supporter. Remember I said Dr. Siyama expert thina sikhulumela ngebhola nje. Njengoba sikhulume ngebhola sisemsebenzini. So ungasithathi serious ukuthi mhlawumbe besazi kakhulu. Cha nje siyadiscussela nje ngendlela esibona ngayo. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I thank you so much for my interactions wenu through my live chat as well as my comments wenu the comments box. So I hope ukuthi sohlangana futhi during the week. I will have to check lokhuzana i-fixture DStv Premium ukuthi ime kanjani, when is Pirate playing, when is Kaizer Chiefs playing, as well as when is Mamelodi Sundowns playing. So thank you so much for staying with us, for choosing us as the EHL Sport Channel. I hope those who are new with the channel have subscribed. I thank you so much. And remember, if you've got any inputs, if you've got any ideas that you'd like to share with us, please feel free to do that. It's either you can send us a message to Facebook or on our Facebook page or here on YouTube. Singakuthokozela lokho. Sibonge kakhulu bala. Okalikho umntwana uthi im